You're looking good, Lee.
Hello, people. Say it, Lee.
Oh, hello, people. How you doing?
Ding, ding.
We're good. Ding, ding. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Carol.
Where's Cane Shake?
He's busy taking care of a couple of deals, I think. He's down in Miami, you know what I mean? It's like there's a lot of shit going on.
He's still sleeping now.
I don't know. I sent him a link. He's welcome to come on.
Did you get a hold of him at all?
No, I did not, unfortunately.
Oh, you did.
Hey, Angel. How are you?
I sent him a message.
BK, how are you? So listen, I flew home this morning, then I had stuff to do around the house. I fell asleep for a little bit. I'm waking up to messages that people are talking about Angel's brother again. Did anybody else see that?
Angel talked to me about it this morning.
This is like sick. Just leave it alone, people. She'll find out. She'll take care of it. Just leave it alone. Stop talking about it. If she wants to talk about it, she'll talk about it. It's her loved one. I'm sick of hearing, like, these people need to move on from it. The ones who keep bringing it up are like the ones that are like, it's showing how guilty they are. Anyway,
Who said it?
It was on one of those shows today. They were talking about the memes of her brother.
Yeah.
It's like, hold on. It's disgusting that it even happened to begin with. But anyway, so Lee, what's going on with you? Any new shows coming out?
Yeah, I'm doing another show today, and having a blast, man. I'm just pumping shows out, and we're doing pretty good. Channel's growing every day, and lucky to be where we are. My mother was buried yesterday, and I just got a video back of my mother's funeral today, a little while ago, which I was happy about.
Oh, that's nice. Somebody went from our community?
No, actually, one of my nephews, actually my nephew's son, he filmed it, and then he kind of edited it and sent it today.
That's nice.
Yeah, man. This whole thing with people dying and stuff, I don't know.
You know, when you get older, it happens. You know, it's
all part of life.
Mark Twain said, "Growing old ain't for the weak of heart."
Yep.
I believe we pushed back. YouTube got to 1,000, so congratulations to that. If they're still at 1,000, let me check it out. Hey, Thug Kitty, BK Shallon, BK Skip's in the house. I haven't seen him for a while. Hope you're good, Edwin. Hope you're good. Yep, they're still at 1K. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to We Push Back YouTube. So you guys are going to do this boxing show this weekend?
Yes.
Yep. We're going to do Pacquiao versus Bradley. And listen, guys, you can't, if this one is good this weekend and everybody's happy with the fight we chose, then Mike's the person who gets all the credit. BK Shaolin.
You know,
because he picked it.
Well, you know what? The numbers for the first show are pretty good. That show is pretty good. A suggestion, what I would do is I would list 5 fights and put it into your community page and let people vote on which of the 5 they want to see. And this way, it helps your community page. It gets more people more involved. And
that's a good idea.
And you just it's good for the algorithm. The more action you got going on, the better it is for the algorithm.
Right.
Yeah, and audience participation is what we want too, because they're the ones who really we want to be interested. So what, you think 5 or you think like 3 should be enough? You think 5's better than 3?
Well, you know what? Take 5 people, let them all, like 5 of us, we pick out a fight and Joe just throws them up there and says, okay, which one you want to do? And you know,
Right.
and then we'll have an idea how much interest people
Each
have.
one. You know what you guys should do at the end of your show? Maybe have everybody who come on suggest the fight for the week, for the following week, and we'll let the audience vote during the week, and then we'll post it on Wednesday, whatever the winner was, or Thursday or something like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
Whatever you guys want to do, but it's just a suggestion.
Yeah, no, that is a really good idea.
it's a good idea.
Joe, don't hit your armpit.
What? No, I did.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
I know he was breaking my balls the other night on Angel Show, and I got to be honest with you. Okay, he thinks he's funny or whatever. I was listening to him. He thinks he's like a comedian. Maybe that should be his new thing. He should go into comic relief.
You think if I don't go joke, Angel won't bring me on. If I came on and just like
Me and Lee had some really good laughs on her show. Her show is the place to like make it funny and make people laugh. We've had some really good laughs on her show.
Yeah,
Remember
she's
that?
got it's a
what-
true variety show. Because
Yeah.
I was listening to the show last night, and it, you know, talking about just regular things going on, you know, and then by the end of the show, a few hours later, I heard them talking about President Biden and the border situation that's going down with the immigrants trying to get over. I'm like, man, you guys ran the whole spectrum,
last night was Joe.
A to Z.
It was Tony Silo brought on his very hot girlfriend, and then after that, after I left, they got into like a drug addiction discussion, and it is all over the place, and that's what separates her show from, say, your typical show that's live. I mean,
Yeah.
every live show has its reason for being, but that's what. And like her watch time is like almost 22, 23 minutes, which is huge in this.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it has a little bit of everything because, like, I don't typically catch it all at night. I might watch a little bit, but then, like, you know, hers is a bad time during the week because that's when I'm getting, like, the kids' homework done and all that stuff the next day. But I'll watch it the next morning, like, on my ride to work and stuff. And there might be parts of it that don't interest me, like when she does get into, like, the news type stuff and the political stuff. But then, like, certain parts of it, you know, like, that's what I'll watch. I'll watch the stuff that there's always a part of it that, you know, a good hour of the show that's like my type of topic is what I'm saying.
And it had some solid people on it. New people have showed up, and they're solid guys. And you know, it's that Angel knows that if I'm not there, she can call me up and say, "Hey, Lee, my show's falling apart. Get on here quick."
That's what we did today.
That's okay, yeah.
The savior.
Yes, okay. I can't even save my own life, let alone anybody else's.
So when
I
you
want to have him on so he can make fun of me, you know, because I make fun of everyone. I want to show people that I could dish it out and take it.
Joe, you showed up with an orange hoodie.
Yes.
Okay, right
And
there.
notice,
It gives
see
material.
this is my IBS polo shirt. See? It's the guy on the horse, but what he's actually doing is he's doing the crane kick from the Karate Kid. This is US Polo IBS.
here comes trouble.
Oh God.
And we could always count on Lee for having on a black t-shirt ever since he
No, it's
started.
blue, it's blue, it's blue.
Oh, blue or black.
Yeah, it hides better.
What's up,
Blue
King
or black.
Shades?
Blue or black.
Hey, what is going on?
Hey.
I'm sorry that I'm late. I'm sorry that I'm late. I'm 8 minutes late. I'm sorry.
It's
No,
okay,
it
it's all
was
good.
short notice. I'm sorry. It was short notice.
Why aren't you here with a live face? We want to see your good-looking face.
Well, Friday night, my good looking face will be on the bodega. The bodega returns Friday night.
Oh, let me share your link. Did you schedule the show yet or not yet? Nope. I'll share your link because I can't wait for the bodega to come back. Are we all invited to come on?
Yes, everyone.
You did not invite me. You didn't even ask me.
Oh yeah. No. Lee's gonna have to take a sit. Yeah. We
So
still haven't got over the Hulk Hogan thing.
Yeah, and
How do you spell bodega? Bodega. Okay.
B-O-D-E-J-E-J.
I think I sounded it out. Sub to
Bodega.
King Shades for his Friday night. Tonight, Angel is tonight her good friend who is very dear. Oh my goodness, I just got to read it word for word. Tonight will be good. My friend who is a very dear friend with Ronnie, one arm. True. Say the words. Trucio be coming on. She's got one hell of a story. So Angel show, Angel, put your link in the chat, or one of the mods, please help out and put Angel's link in the chat so everybody can make sure they go over and ring the bell so they don't miss
And
it.
Lee's last two shows, you did the shows on Dominic Sicali.
Yep.
Yeah. So
We got the brand new one out right now with Tom LaVecchia. I just seen that. Tom
Oh, the
LaVecchia.
arm.
do you know who Anthony Rabito is?
No.
Can I say something real quick? Tom LaVecchia's face was priceless when Lee played him the unsealed documents on that particular individual.
I'm going to share that right now. I'm going to have to watch it because I've had a busy day flying back from Florida this morning and then everything else. I'm going to have to watch it when I get off.
Well, that was good stuff that you and Dominic came up with because they've been waiting for that stuff, and you guys came through because it just shows exactly how twisted this dude is, and now here he is on YouTube, and he's probably going to be successful.
Yes, and if you could put the We Push Back website on there, that would be tremendous too.
I can do that. Yeah.
Oh, I put it in my chat.
Great,
Okay.
great. I'll put your name on there. I apologize about that. I got so much stuff going on, dude. I'm not like you. I don't have time to sit around and make movies. You know what I mean, KJ?
Oh man, speaking of movies, I have really good news. I just received 100 likes on the Mob Tube novella recap,
Yay.
and yes, I'm already in the works on season 2, and it is tremendous. And it will tell the NB story, how she got docs and all of that. So
Can I show my beautiful face? Me and what's it called? Me and Emery tried sharing it this morning to try to get you up to 100. So hopefully that helped.
Yes, I'm already working on it. I have almost the first episode already done. So
and he was already at like 93 before we shared it. So it's not us who got you the likes. You did the likes yourself.
I used 17 aliases.
No, they only let you do like 2 of them because
No,
we think between me and MRE we don't have 7 accounts to get them up to 100. They don't let you do that. But good job, Cane Shades. Good. Looking forward to the new novellas. You gonna put it on the novella channel or your Cane Shades channel?
I'm going to put it on both.
Okay, let me share the novellas.
Hey, my Hasbulla account even liked your show.
Your what?
I got an account called Hasbulla. You know,
Hasbulla, the little boy that looks like who's taller than Jeff Nadeau?
Yeah.
Oh, is he going to do a show on Joe now because I said something about him? Is he sensitive?
Right away, Missy.
Yeah. See, now I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say something. But what I'm going to say is,
things that you don't want to say.
the person out there, you know who you are that threatened Lauren, okay? You need to wake the fuck up, homeboy, straight up, okay? Because you think you're a man threatening a woman that you're going to pull up on a woman? The fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Well, I mean, I threatened them first, but that doesn't mean they need to threaten me back.
Leave that bullshit with the pulling up. What you could tell people you're pulling up? Okay. You pull up 767 Beeman Avenue, Staten Island. Come see me.
It's right next to Bay 8th Boulevard.
I mean, you think you're a tough guy threatening a woman?
Andy, I'll tell you privately.
Yeah, it's not a smart move to threaten her.
Joe, just say who threatened her. I don't know.
Stacks threatened me.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Stacks did?
Yep.
Why would he do that?
Because he was in somebody's chat laughing at Joe, and I said something nasty to him, and then he said, "Well, I'll pull up." What did he say? You got a problem with me? Don't F with me. I'll pull up. I mean, I went at him first and said something like, "Don't laugh at Joe while some FAG is making fun of him." But anyway, you know, I'm not. Do you think I'm innocent in this, Dad?
You're no.
I don't care what you did. You can do whatever you want, but let's talk reality. Gonna pull up?
Do you believe that women and men are
On a
equal?
woman?
MB?
Well, I didn't mention fighting him. I just said,
Why not? Just Duke it.
Okay. I'll kick him in his balls.
Well, I think it's a difference. Like if NB called me you Mexican piece of crap, and I'm not even Mexican. But if she did that, I'm not going to say, well, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna beat the crap out of you or whatever. Or I'm not comparing that to what happened earlier. But let a woman talk. What?
It's not even that, because I've been in that situations, real life situations, and you want to know how I handled it? A girl says something. Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. Okay, when I see your boyfriend or I see your father or I see your uncle, I'm going to grab one of them. I would never threaten a woman.
Mm-hmm.
He should have been. She's talking shit about him. He should have been threatening me.
Well, I didn't. I said, what are you getting involved talking crap about Joey? And then it's him. So that was kind of it. But anyway,
Well, it's glad to know this, because I was gonna actually invite Snacks to the bodega because of the Borello stuff, but NB and Lee, let me talk, you son of a gun. NB, yeah, NB is a moderator on my chat, and she's been very supportive and had my back. So I'm gonna have to scratch that Friday.
Well,
Cletus. Cletus comes through right now. Cletus agrees. Look how handsome Cletus is.
I was wondering where Cletus was.
Cletus. What's going on, Redzilla? So anyway, people are nuts. People are nuts.
You know what? The dude just maybe made a mistake by saying that. Maybe he was drinking or something.
No, he's sober. He's sober. We don't want to accuse somebody sober of breaking their sobriety.
Where did this happen?
On DMs and Instagram.
Okay, why?
Because there was somebody talking a lot of crap about Joe the other day, right? And then I see this person in the chat laughing when I literally have went to you sticking up for this guy, Lee. I went to Joe sticking up for this guy, saying give him a chance, he's a good guy, and then he's in a chat laughing at somebody, calling Joe Nine Toed and stuff like that. So I'm like, what are you doing, being involved, laughing at Joe like that? What the hell you getting involved in talking crap about Joey? And then he went right into threatening me. Like, you got a problem with it? Anyone that has a problem, I'll show up. Don't F with me. I'll show up. Don't F with me. He went right to that instead of apologizing and saying, no, I wasn't laughing at him. It's a misunderstanding. No, he went right into threatening.
Are you sure it was him?
Yeah, I know his Instagram, unless somebody's got into it.
Oh, okay. Oh, his Instagram. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've had conversations with him on Instagram before.
Yeah. So basically, I'm very worried right now.
He's worried that something might happen to me.
Very worried.
Hey, Ramundi. Long time no see.
Well, it's good to know this, because I swear he was going to come on the bodega Friday.
You know what? I mean, honestly, you do what you want. I'm going to look at it right now that this kid is fucking off his rocker and he doesn't know what he's doing, because who in their right mind is going to say, I'll pull up on a woman? I mean, that to me, a man wouldn't have to say that to a woman. You know what I mean? I'm not going to.
That kind of surprises me. I'll be honest with you.
I'm surprised too.
I can't picture him saying it. That's why I'm a little bit confused here.
Maybe he thought that it was Joey, though. Maybe he thought my Instagram was Joey, because me and Joey do share Instagram. So maybe he assumed he was talking to Joe.
I really don't think he thought it was you, only because he's been doing great stuff, getting along with everybody.
Maybe we could talk it out. Yeah, but maybe we could talk it out. There might be some talking it out. That's what I'm saying. I don't want. That's why.
Yeah, but Teresa,
you know what though? Us women are
real snacks. We know. No, they talk to each other on DMs, so that's not in question that he said it or not. Maybe it wasn't in yours chat.
Joey may have thought your chat is kind of confusing. So your
well, it's Instagram.
Yeah, it's Instagram. It was through Instagram. Right. But do you know that sometimes women like PMS and they get cranky, and me seeing that chat and seeing people laughing at Joe, it made me cranky. So I hit him up on some BS.
So you're not-
Maybe
so you're
he's PMSing and he hit me right back up. There's time when people, we all have time.
You're not innocent in this, MB.
No, I'm not saying I'm innocent. No.
Oh,
No,
so
I didn't threaten him though. I just said something to him about being in a chat laughing at Joe. Like, what the hell you doing in a chat laughing at Joe? And that's when he turned into like rage, like, I'll pull up.
no, but you're defending your friend.
I'm defending my friend, yes.
She did what she was supposed to do. That's
Mhm.
how she is. Okay, but it's like, all right,
Absolutely.
whatever you say, no problem. Gotcha, Lauren, NB, whatever, no problem. Keep talking. Because I got to be honest with you, if you listen to the way that Lauren talks to me on the phone, yeah, believe me, it's way worse. I'm lashing like it's like I just yesed at that. She gets mad because they say, okay, Lauren.
No, you'll have two of them.
Mean,
Because
okay, Lauren, what the F does that mean? I'm saying like, okay, you're right.
don't tell me I'm right. You don't even know why I'm right.
Right. So there you go.
Insert the 13-year-old telling Joey, don't start with my mom.
No, as a matter of fact, it's the reverse. She protects me from you.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yes, I would like to talk about the amazing content that's going on this side of the boxing show is freaking tremendous.
I'm gonna mute for 1 sec. You guys take over for a second. I just gotta step out.
The boxing show is freaking tremendous. Well, Angel's show is always amazing. I got the Bodega returning. The Mob 2 novella's returning. Lee. His wrestling show's actually amazing. There's a lot of good stuff. MRE is putting in work. There's a lot of amazing content that's going on right now.
Right. Well, what's good is, we're starting at the bottom and we're open to like all suggestions on the fights. And we're going to, what's going to be good about our boxing show is like, it's going to be more interactive with, our friends in the chat or whatever. BK Shaolin, he's part of the team. He was the one that came up with the fight. Pacquiao Bradley won. So if any of you guys, want to come on and be like a guest judge, or, you want to chime in and pop on, give you a little 2 cents on what you thought happened in the fight, you're more than welcome. So, and I want to say thank you for everyone who's been, supportive of it. And it's going to get better, and we'll get, more of a structure to the show too.
Yes.
Because we brought up a good point last week that we probably shouldn't give our scores on the mid-round. I was kind of like asking you what you thought. And it's probably better if we wait till the end of the fight. You know what I mean? So no one's biased.
Well, we could talk about what happened in the fight, but not the score. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And
So
the key is when you do a show on boxing, you got to remember a 12-round fight is going to take up 45 minutes. So talking between rounds, I would keep it limited and just say so much and move on, because that's when you'll lose the viewers because they don't want to hang around for they're there for the boxing.
So what I was thinking is, sorry to cut you off, is instead of stopping the fight when the round ends and then restart it up a minute later, if we just let it play, we got a minute in between each round.
Yeah, but I think we need to stop it a little bit and talk because you get copyright struck. Or can you just talk over it?
Yeah, that's what Joe just said actually makes a very good. I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
So we can talk over it still playing without being struck?
Yeah.
You're sitting down. There's 1 minute between each round.
Yeah.
And that's when you just say what you have to say and, say 30 seconds per guy, and then you move on. Well, 20 seconds per guy, and you move on.
I think the boxing show is amazing, and we're just trying to navigate. We're new, and it's going to be new ideas, and it's the off season. There's no football going on. I think more viewers will come, and I think it's terrific. I enjoy doing the show on Saturdays, and I hope we could do it every Saturday.
Yeah, it's honestly, I mean, it's great working with you guys, but it's crazy finding out, like, you know, because we all have an idea, like, yeah, I kind of remember that fight. You know, Mayweather won the fight. We know that. But then when you really look at it, it's like, holy shit. We've been coming up with some crazy scores that are completely different than the judges. So,
And you know something, people have some good points in here. You know, maybe every, like you got to say, every round, one of us do commentary for the fight, being it's on silent, and one of us jumps in, and we each keep adjusting rounds, passing rounds around, and then that gives people commentary. Then you talk between the 1 minute, and that might work out too, because people want to hear some commentary. You know, when it's silent, it's kind of
yeah.
Lee, you're correct on that. There is a lot of dead air when the fight is going on, but we are not professional announcers or whatever. But we could do our best. Yeah, not yet, but yes, we could improve that a little bit. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, and you know, you don't have to like talk continuously through it. You know, you say, "Oh, he's taking over the round," like we did that kind of last show.
Yeah. It's just that we're not what's that Langley guy? Like we try to do our best. Yeah.
Larry Merchant.
Larry Merchant. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good that we take them off.
Yes, I agree with it. Yes.
Yeah, I think after a little bit, you guys will finally like get like the right groove with it. And then like there's so many outlets, like so many groups of boxing fans and stuff like that we can go into and we can promote the show. I just don't want to start promoting it yet, like in these big groups, because if they come in and see a show and it's like you guys don't have it down yet, it's a good show, but it's not down yet. It could be improved.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, and if it's not what they like, they're not going to come back. So once you guys have it down, we could really start going into these boxing groups and start promoting it.
It's just like any YouTube show.
You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
You got to work on it. You know?
I feel that the show is a great Corvette. All we need to do is put the transmission in, and then we're gonna take off.
Absolutely, and it seems that we're gonna have people coming back for it. And Lee said, I stepped away before. He said a good idea was that everybody on panel now pick a show for next week, and then I can make a community tab and people can vote on what they want to see, and that's how we pick the show for the following week. You know what I mean? Like everybody up on the panel can pick something that, the next match. And then we let the audience vote during the week on what they want to see.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's, at this point, we're judging the fight. I mean, doesn't make a difference who's up there. We
want something up there that they want to see.
Mm-hmm. Pacquiao was a big name.
And there's been some great. That's the great thing about boxing. There's been so many great 12-round decisions that have been controversial because boxing is so corrupt.
And I think that we should later in the future have like special guests, like actual people that actually went to the fight. Maybe, maybe some guys from the corner reach out to people that were involved in certain fights that were.
Yeah, promise Oscar De La Hoya a line of coke. He'll come on.
Wait, there was a boxer that I was talking to a while back. Remember, Joe? And I wanted you to talk to him. Who was that boxer that I was talking to when he wanted to come on? What was his name?
He's a heavyweight. His name is Otto Wallin. Wallin. Otto Wallin. He fought Tyson Fury a couple of years ago, and he cut Fury early in the fight. Like it was a major cut on his face. They almost stopped the fight. But Fury wound up winning. He's from Poland, I think. Otto Wallin.
I still have his information that we can get in touch with him. Remember, he wanted you to call him and talk about it, and you're like, I don't even know what to bring him on for. I have to still have his number.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that. It was just like, have him come on the show, and every show we're talking about IBS and this guy and that guy, and it's like, well, what is he gonna? If he listens to our show, he's gonna be like, who the hell is IBS? He's Swedish. Okay, there you go. So we have a boxer, don't we? We got Tony Silo. I begged him to come on. He said he'll be there Saturday. So
yes,
he's very knowledgeable. Oh, so Lee, Tony Silo, is that his fighting name?
No,
because it's funny.
No, let's not. I don't want to talk about that.
I know, but I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, he looks like a big dude,
Mhm.
right? He's tall, right? So
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's definitely a big guy. And but he's actually fought some really good guys. But I guess we'll wait for him to talk about that.
Yeah, let him talk about it. I kind of have an idea. I don't know, but let's let him come out and
I
say.
have no idea. So
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know, but I'm sure Teddy Atlas, who's not too far from me, he knows who he is, especially if he works at Gleason's. So
I have a feeling he has been in some huge fights. That's all I have to say. He's been in some huge fights.
then we definitely want him on.
Yes, yes,
Bigger fights than Otto.
yes.
Well, who have you fought?
Who?
The judge, the bailiff. What about when you were in the can? Who were you scrapping with in jail?
When I was younger, I scrapped, but not when I got older. When I was
Maybe Tony Silo can reveal. He could do like a reveal on the boxing show down the line.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Mm.
That'll really bring it in. So yeah, I'm very anxious to get a little catalog going. That way because I'm like a talker, you know what I mean? Like I'll go out in public and talk to people. I'll have people watching the show. I'll start begging people. I'll go to Teddy Atlas. I'll beg him. So, but I want to make sure that the product we're given is decent. It doesn't look like, you know, three knuckleheads doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think if Teddy Atlas watches our show right now,
Hey, Carol.
he'll be like, yeah.
Believe me, the type of person he is,
Mhm.
he would watch it. He's that good of a guy. Now, he really is a good guy. Charitable guy. I know him well. And he's always willing to help me. But I want to be able to say, like, look, buddy, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm doing. You know, I don't want him seeing me, you know, talking about this guy or that guy and pulling up and all this stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I get drawn into it. You know, I regret it later, but that's why I want to get some under our belt.
Yes.
I would love for Uncle Zio to come on. I think look at here we go. There he is.
It's like Beetlejuice. You say the name and he shows up. Yes, we're talking about you, Zio. Carol, how are you? I feel like I haven't seen Carol Quill for a minute, but maybe it's just because I haven't been in chats that much this week because I was away in Disney with the kid.
How was Disney? It was fun?
Oh, we had such a good time. Except yesterday annoyed me because we weren't staying over. And I like to go there late to the parks like in the morning or late at night during midday. I like to like be just chilling by the hotel and eating and stuff or shopping. And we were not staying there last night. So we hit the parks and, you know, Toy Story Land rides were like 3 hours. We waited 3 hours for something.
What's that? Okay. In Orlando, or somewhere around there, I forget because I went there one time. It's Old Town. It's like a bar, and they have karaoke, and they have a bunch of fun stuff going on in there. What do you know? I think it's by a hotel or something. Do you know what I'm talking about, NB?
A bar by a hotel where you could do karaoke. I'm
Oh
sure
no, it's called I think it's called Old Town. I'm not sure. I'm getting it wrong, but it's a very famous place in Orlando, and I had a very good time there when I went there. And there's karaoke. There's a bunch of stuff to do there. It was an amazing time. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's a really nice place.
Yeah, I haven't been because I would remember, but it's hard too because when I'm there, I'm with the kids, so I just want to do kid stuff with her. You know, when I take her to Disney, but we have season passes, so we go a lot. That's why we're always there. But it was fun. The weather was perfect. It was like high 70s, low 80s, so it wasn't even that hot.
How was the flight? Didn't you say there was an issue with the flight?
Oh, yeah. The way down there, because they didn't give me and my daughter a seat next to each other. They had us in two different rows. And these older people would not switch their seats so that a child could sit next to their mother. She was crying, like having anxiety in like the aisle. And these people are like, we're not getting up. I need to sit by a window. Eventually somebody did get up though. it was nice enough to get up. But yeah, people were having a problem switching a seat with a kid. But everything was okay on the way home. I made sure they put us together before I boarded the flight.
I got to be honest with you. I'm very fearful of flying nowadays. What's up down there? I had a couple of bad experiences in the air.
Listen, guys, I got to take off, unfortunately.
Hey, no.
Yeah, no, I'm doing a show. I already told Joe about it ahead of time.
Yes, he did.
But I appreciate you inviting me on today, and I will be back, and I'm looking forward to the boxing show on Saturday.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
All
he's going to talk about it a lot, he said. So thank you.
Okay, and I'll put everything up on my show once you have it done.
Yes.
I got it up already. I got the show scheduled. Is that good enough? You could just share it on your community tab.
Yeah, did you make a little thumbnail for it? And I'll put it
Yep.
up.
There's a little. Yep. I'll send you the link right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right,
Everybody
thanks,
take
Lee.
care. Bye.
Thank you, Lee.
Bye.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Bro. Good
Take
one.
care, Name Shake.
Bye.
Now there's three.
I have to
So
watch
there
his
you
thing
have
with
it.
Tom LaVecchia. So he made Tom LaVecchia like stutter his speech, but some of the things he was calling him out.
It wasn't that. It's just Lee's just tremendous. He just puts up the video, the unsealed document on a particular lying informant, and Tom's face was like, "What the hell is this?" It was just priceless. It was funny.
Really?
So, yeah, it's a new. I guess a Bonanno guy, a lying informant that's
Anyway,
surfacing.
The
Yeah.
guy's name is Dominic Sicali. Okay.
Yeah.
And, so what's interesting about him is, he is not someone that was around these guys. You know what I mean? Like he came in way later, and the guy that he was affiliated with, his mentor in it, only knew him a couple of years. Now, truthfully, the way it used to be was it'd be 20, 30 years before you got your badge. You know what I mean? They weren't quick to give it out. You know what I mean? And he got it relatively quick, just like Panisi. So what winds up happening with these guys is, they get caught or whatever, and they
Yeah, I'm doing research on this guy, and it's definitely a liar. And very cheesy. Have you heard his rap song yet?
no.
Oh, that's the rapping rat.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I gotta catch up on that.
Very cringy type of individual.
Yeah, because like the thing that gets me about a lot of these guys are like, even Lee was saying it, like he was a tough guy, he was a gangster, and I'm like, but yeah, I know a tough guy with a gun, a tough guy when you have, an army behind you. I mean, it's very easy to be tough, but then when it comes to going to jail, they can't handle it. So to me, that's the ultimate test of a tough guy, because when you go to jail, you go in holding your you-know-whats, and that's about it. You know what I mean? You don't have this whole big, it's real easy. If Anthony Spiro is my rabbi and someone steps to me and I say, hey, I'm with Anthony, you know what that person's going to do? They're going to be like, okay, you could go. I mean, it's not so.
Yeah. My theory on that tough guy shit don't mean anything. I have a theory, and people probably might not agree with my theory. I think that informants were born that way. I don't care how tough you were born with that selfish that selfish persona. And when things get heavy, that it is what it is. So I don't care how tough. Yeah.
I think you could also, I think it's also the way you raise your children too, though, because like my daughter in school, they're always trying to get her to rat on somebody. Somebody like looks at her the wrong way. They tell her, go tell her, instead of confronting the kid and saying, hey, why are you looking at me? Their solution to the kids is you need to go tell an adult. And I think the best way for children to, work things out is to confront each other and talk it out. And the school is all big on telling an adult. Now, unless it's danger, I tell my child, don't go and tell on somebody. Kids are going to throw papers at you. Kids might throw a piece of graham cracker at you. Kids might give you dirty looks. but don't run to a teacher. Go right to the child and say, hey, what are you looking at? Why did you throw that at me or whatever? And I think it's society, the way that they're raising these people, and then us as parents, what we instill in our children too. I mean, you could be born a sissy and a little rat. That, you know what I mean? People have the certain things, but it's also like, you know, what you're growing up and learning too.
I agree.
You know?
A few years ago, my son, in Christmas they have the guy that dresses up as Santa Claus, and it was the coach. It was the coach that dressed up as Santa Claus.
Well, and
My
if there's
son-
any kids that if there's any kids watching, that sometimes they have to have somebody dress up, but Santa's real. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Santa's real. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Let me see how I could. Okay. So, someone dressed up as Santa Claus, and my son identified who that person was. He did not tell the rest of the students who Santa Claus was, and he waited the next day to confront the person and say, hey, listen, I didn't want to, whatever, but I know it's you. So there you go. He didn't spoil it for the rest of the kids.
Yeah, well, right.
Mhm.
You guys hear what happened in New Jersey? I think it was about a month or two ago. This girl was getting bullied in school, going to the teachers, going to the principal, going to do the whole thing. They did nothing to help this girl. She got beat up by about 6 girls on camera. The girl killed herself.
Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible.
Now, there's this whole big thing where like all the students and like the parents, when it get, the whole faculty of the New Jersey, whatever, the county's school district officials. So I understand when you say, keep, don't be an informant or don't be a stool pigeon, but it's a very fine line sometimes.
Well, I'm talking about on the street perspective of that, That's
No,
what
I get the street perspective too, but my child's also very open with me. So if there's a problem, she has no problem texting me and saying, hey, this just went on. And I'll tell her as an adult, like, oh, you need to tell an adult, or just go up to the kid and confront them. But I understand what you're saying, Joe, that kids, yes, kids should go to the principal and it's danger and stuff is going on. They should also have an open line with their parents, and their parents can walk them through the right thing to do. And that's, hey, Brian J. But on the streets, they're taking an oath not to tell on people when they join that certain street lifestyle, right? So
yes, and they're their childhood friends they grew up with, and it's not even about the oath. It's just hey, when you do crime, and I'm not glorifying crime, but when you get together with a bunch of your friends and you're doing that, those are your friends,
Yeah, I mean, and when you're committing those crimes, you're taking penitentiary chances right there, and you know it.
Mhm.
But I guess it's easier if, like you said, these people are born with it, so they always have it in their back pocket. It's the get out of jail free card. It makes doing stuff easier because if you ever got caught, well, here's my get out of jail free card.
So all that, okay, the informant was a tough guy. The informant did this and that. Man, he was born selfish. He was born selfish, and he was born weak. That's and I'm entitled to my opinion. That's how I feel.
Oh, absolutely. But I thought when Lee left that our numbers would go up, but we actually lost like 3 or 4 people. What is up with that? Because he probably has 3 or 4 accounts he came in with, right?
Yeah. I got to be honest with you. I don't know what the infatuation with Lee is. I'm still trying to figure it out. Been working with this James Proctor. Have you heard of James Proctor?
Yeah, he does shows with Lee. Yeah,
he's like a mafia guru type guy.
Yeah,
that's cool.
They also do the wrestling show together too, but I haven't kept up too much on his wrestling shows.
And check this out. I like, and this might get Lee upset. I don't know if he's watching, but I like the wrestling show better than Lee's mafia show. I really do.
Yep. Well, wrestling in Lee, he almost looks like a wrestling character from back in the day. So, You know, look, I might have it too. I could be Nine-Toed Joe. You know what I mean? That could be like back in the day, Nine-Toed Joe definitely would have been a wrestler. Now it's completely different wrestling.
Nine-Toe Joe seems like a street house, like a cool street name, huh?
Yeah, well, let me tell you one thing, okay? Everybody calls me Nine-Toed Joe and they make fun of me. But you want to know something that Angel brought up on her show the other day? That the Dapper Don himself had a few toes missing.
No, down, Nick. Everything's good.
From an accident when he was a young kid.
Yeah.
Now, how many people on earth do you think said, hey, 7-Toed John or 8-Toed John? How many people you think said that to him or called him that?
Not too many. Yeah,
Zero.
not too many. Yeah.
Me too, James. I like the Bushwhackers.
So I
That means
guess what I'm trying to say is I'm in good company.
Well, they say that John Gotti walked with like a limp because of that. Because of that, do you walk with a limp because of that? Like kind of like a limp, or you just walk normal?
No, see, I know I'm a natural born pimp. I have that pimp strut, you know.
Yeah.
That's me. So yeah, but that was since I was a kid.
Okay.
Joe had 10 toes before he met me. The toe came off when he pissed me off.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let that be a lesson to everybody's stacks.
And everybody should wish Lauren a happy belated
birthday. Joe didn't even remember it was my birthday. He's trying to make up for it. What day was my birthday, Joe?
The 19th.
That was how many days ago? This is the first time Joe said happy birthday to me, guys.
I gotta be honest with you, okay?
Be honest with me, you forgot.
Half the time. I mean, I think today's Thursday the 23rd because Snowfall is on tonight, the new season.
Yeah.
But when you don't work and like you just stay up late at night and stuff, the days come and go. It's like sometimes I'm like, is today Wednesday or Thursday? I mean, seriously, it's just like if you don't work or have appointments to go to, I mean, you could definitely lose track of time.
Now, Joe, how old are you?
I'm going to be 48 this year.
Okay, so I'm going to be 43 in a few months. How is it? You know, like the whole
horrible.
Getting old thing. I'm getting old. I got grays all over me.
Horrible.
Yeah.
The worst.
Have you experienced the midlife crisis yet? I think I don't think I've experienced that yet.
You did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I bought a Lexus. I put 2 12s in the back, 2,500 watts. And like, honestly, looking back now, like my system would be playing, it'd be shaking the whole neighborhood, literally. And I can't even walk getting out of the car. They're probably looking at me like, look at this dude, man. He's got his hat on backwards. He's wearing jerseys. He's a 50-year-old sneaker collector. He's this, he's that. So.
You know what I would like to do, Joe? Like off air, not on air, but I would like to compare jewelry. My jewelry collection is off the chain. I got over 12 rings. I have some pretty good jewelry there, so we could look at the jewelry. But
your jewelry is off the chain. You were supposed to say no pun intended.
No pun intended.
Right. So here's what my jewelry is becoming, okay? And I just picked this up today. Oh, I hope you could see that. You see who that is? That's a Mike Tyson card.
Yes.
That's Mike Tyson.
Yes.
That's a boxing card. I have UFC cards. But, Joe, did you have to text my daughter to see when my birthday was, or you remembered?
No, I remember.
I'm gonna ask her.
Yeah, Mac Ross. I have Rockford Fosgate. That's what I have. No, but not 15s. I have 2 12s, 2 10s, and I have 2 Memphis Audio 12s. You want to buy something? Let me know. I got amps. I got everything.
Well, as far as as far as the cards, I would like to do something with you with the cards. We already talked
Look
about
at
that.
this. You see who this is?
I can't see. Is that Jim Kelly?
No.
Oh.
No. This is Trevor Lawrence. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I'm going to tell you guys is this. And normally the game is to be sold, not told. Okay. But I'm going to tell you, start investing in this man, Trevor Lawrence, because his cards right now are priced very low. And in the next couple of years, his cards are going to be going up big time. So if you're smart and you want to offload a little money into a little bit of a different, portfolio, have a little bit of diversity, I would say Trevor Lawrence and Joseph Burrow.
Look what I got. I got some wrestling cards.
Nice.
I got a bunch of them.
No. We got some wrestling cards.
And I got UFC ones.
No. We got UFC ones.
Rat Trap, I hope you're feeling better. Ask Joe when my birthday was, because today was the first day he wished me a happy birthday. I got a bunch of hockey cards and soccer cards too. We got to get Jerry on to open up the soccer ones. And Rat Trap, hold on. Rat Trap likes soccer cards too, right?
Nice. Yes.
Now, Joe, I went to Walgreens, and you'll be surprised. In the toy section, they have card things there, and I got a Trevor Lawrence card in there.
Yeah, well, you know what? Did you hear that?
What box was it? No, was it the Trevor Lawrence box?
It's the Gunslinger.
Yes,
box.
the Trevor Lawrence box that I got out of Walgreens. Yes.
It's the Gunslingers box.
You know that they started taking the Trevor Lawrence cards out of those boxes and selling them without them in? Because we're trying to collect them all. Joe lost Wi-Fi.
Okay, so I'll after the show, or I'll text you the picture. But in Walgreens, there is.
This.
Yeah, that. Yeah, the guns.
Yes, and I received a card inside that box, and it's like plastic. The card is in the plastic.
Paint Shades, we've been collecting there's like 50 of them.
Card is in the plastic. That's the Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, we've been collecting them, but then they started selling these boxes without the Trevor Lawrence, and some of them they started taking them out.
Well, maybe I have a card that you guys don't have.
Maybe.
That set has 50 different cards. Now, Lauren she gave me like 30 different Gunslinger boxes. And honestly, there's one number I got 4 of. It wasn't a situation where
maybe we could trade.
Okay, give me a minute and let me see. I'm gonna go find that card right now. Give me a minute. Hold on.
Maybe we could do a trade off.
Yeah, the number on the back is what we would need.
What's up,
Yeah.
PK? What are you saying about this?
So they took him out of the packs because what wound up happening was everybody wrote him off, Trevor Lawrence. He didn't have a great rookie year, and
as he started doing better, they started pulling the Trevor Lawrence cards out and selling them without. When we started collecting all the Trevor Lawrence cards in there, I mean, every once in a while I'll buy a box of these, and it will have the Trevor Lawrence in there. We'll get lucky.
Okay, so I look on the back, and it's in a plastic case, right?
Yeah,
and it says number 20.
I think Joe's going to look.
Yeah, it says number 20, and the back it says 1980 Topps football. It's like a replica.
It's a replica.
It's a replica, and it says number 20 on the back.
Yeah. So what?
Oh my God! And I just dropped the goddamn thing. Fuck.
You gotta see if we need number 20, Joe, because he'll do a trade off with us.
But hold on, I just dropped the fucking thing. Let me see if
Well, now it's no good.
No, yeah, fuck.
You should have it in almost like a Ziploc. Team bag.
Jesus Christ. Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm cursing, but I just dropped the damn thing, man.
All right, regroup.
Okay. Let me just put it to the side here and let me play with it later. It was a number 20.
All right, Joe will look through because we got a bunch. He'll look through and he'll let you know if we need the 20.
I don't know if you guys heard it shatter, but Jesus.
No, you shattered it?
It didn't shatter, but it wasn't shattered, but
Worst case, you can get a new case.
Okay.
And put it in a new case. You know, they
Oh.
sell these magnetic cases too at Walgreens sometimes, or you can get them
Okay.
off Amazon. Target too. Target sells them. But if we need 20, that'd be cool because we've been trying to collect all of them. And like I said, as Trevor Lawrence started doing good, they started pulling them out, and they would put a bunch of these. Every once in a while, we'll still get one, but they'll put like a handful of like these cards, like that are in like a sleeve
Yeah.
here in this place, and sell. You know, so they started selling them without. So
Well, I'm gonna go to You know what? I'll go to because I'm in my local Walgreens. You go to the toy section, and there'll be the Trevor Lawrence thing. Yeah, that box. Yeah,
that's where I get them from. I even when I was down south, I bought some too, hoping to get the Trevor Lawrences. So
yeah. Walgreens is the place. Walgreens, man, to get cards that they back. I think 3 years ago, I was going over there, and they'd have some old 1970 cards in some of the packages.
yeah. Walgreens, I get some good cards from. And Target, when I was down south, they don't have Target by us, doesn't have it, but the Target down south, they had some good, like that's where I got like the wrestling stuff and the soccer. And these ones Joe said grab because they're chrome. I got a bunch of hockey too, but these chrome ones are really good. The Garbage Pail Kids, I got a couple of these too.
Yeah. I think the Walmart cards are bullshit. I prefer Walmart. Yeah, Walmart's all right, but I've gotten a couple good ones from Walgreens, like Walgreens.
Yeah. Me too. To tell you, New York doesn't have like down south. Walgreens are on not Walgreens. Walmarts are like on every corner. For me to go to Walmart by me, it's a little bit of a trip. There's more Targets on the island than there is Walmarts.
All right, so I dug out some of the ones.
Okay.
What's up, Brazilla?
Yeah, mine is number 20, and the case I'd have to probably seal it back up.
It's
Cletus, I want to know what your hobbies are.
The case is magnetic, though, isn't it?
No.
No, it's just a regular. It's a regular case. The case didn't crack. It just opened up. I guess I gotta. Yeah, it is magnetic. I think.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but I'd have to be I have to concentrate to put it there because I don't want to ruin the card.
You should put it in plastic like I have. See, I have it in these resealable plastic bags.
Yes.
That are waterproof, and if you drop it, the card won't come out.
Mm-hmm.
And see, it's like this plastic.
Yeah.
Resealable. But you know, as I don't know what cards you have, but number 20, you said.
Number 20 is the one that
1980 tops.
Yeah, 1980 tops. It has him in like his Clemson thing, and he's holding a football.
Yep, I'm looking at it. Don't have 20.
Did you do a 15? Joe, did you do a 15-round match on boxing? Wasn't one of the boxing rounds 15 rounds or no?
No, 12.
Oh, okay. Somebody in chat, Joey Mel something. I've missed it. He said we should try to find a 15-round match to do too.
It takes longer.
I feel like the one that I fell asleep during one. I remember I heard, "Hey, Scooter Baggins, what's up? Make sure you drop your link, Scooter Baggins." I remember Scooter's from the Dirkyverse. I remember I can't shut it off, Lauren, shut it off, and I'm like over there like snoring. Joe, shut it off. I fell asleep during one of your boxing matches.
Yeah,
not this one. You guys only did a few of them. I was in New York though, so. But anyway, do we have 20 or not?
No.
Oh, we're gonna have to do a trade-off.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, and I'll see if I could fix it and put it back in the thing. Right now, I don't want to mess with it. I just leave it there. I don't want to. I put it in a certain area, and when I get time, I'll mess with it. But I don't want to mess or damage the card or nothing. But I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll go to Walgreens again and get that box, see what I could find.
Yeah, definitely. Because those Trevor Lawrence cards are going to be worth something, because he's having a really good season.
Well, the season's over, so.
Okay, well, I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I found, too? These cards were pretty cool, Joe. Thanks, Beggins. Everybody share Beggins' link and sub. Look at these, like, old school baseball cards.
Yeah,
Did
the
you ever see
Allen
these?
Winter ones.
You seen them before?
You got me some before.
Okay, so oh man, I don't know why I haven't told you. Okay, so Joe, I found the community and there's a guy named Coppertunity. He collects like silver and pennies, and there's a community of a bunch of people, and they have auctions and trades. Maybe
Mhm.
that's something that you would want to, and I believe they have a football card show there too. I have to send you this guy's link, but they do like little auctions and trades on YouTube. I don't know if you'd be. It's Coppertunity is the guy's name. Yes, yes, and
All
it's a
right.
community of a bunch of people trading off their things.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean the thing with trading is, I mean, I never really
or selling. I think selling and trading is what's going on, and it's like auctions.
right. But I've got so many. Normally with duplicates, I would try to sell them. But so I guess trading is good in a way. I mean,
They
it's a way.
sell and trade it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coppertunity. That's the guy's name, and it's him, and it's a bunch of people. It's a huge community where they trade and sell, and they have vinyl records, football cards, jewelry, and they just trade and sell, and it's just a community of a bunch of people there.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because a lot of people don't like these types of shows and whatnot. And maybe it's because like 60% of Americans don't have $500 in their bank account.
Well,
But
you'll be surprised, Joe. I'm gonna be honest. The show is really boring. Like these shows are really boring, but for some reason, there's 80 to 100 people in there.
here's the thing.
Mm,
It's not as it so basically it's not boring if it's more interactive like Andrea Fatali.
mhm.
He sends me a message. He's like, yo, I got some packs of cards. He's like, could I come on the show and open it up? See, that's the type of thing is like if you get some like-minded people that say, look, man, maybe I can make some money doing this, then it's going to grow bigger.
Yeah.
Because the truth of the matter is, I got to be honest with you. If you came to me 6 months ago and you said, hey, I want to tell me a little bit about the cards and what you think, I guarantee I could have made you money. Now
Wow.
it's not going to be money like where you're hitting the 16 parlay, you know what I mean? But you're going to make money.
Okay, so I want to ask you about a football card right now. What do you
Sure.
think? What do you think the Zach Moss card is going to be worth? I mean, he had an okay season for the Buffalo Bills. I think he has a bright future. He played for Georgia. Zach Moss, not
Right.
Zach Moss. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The brother of. I'm so sorry. The brother of Cook. The brother of Cook.
Zach, his name is Zach. He plays for Buffalo.
James Cook is the name.
James Cook. Okay. So the thing about James Cook is, hold on, let me see something.
I think this card might be good because this guy was on that TV show, the WW. Remember the Total Divas TV show? This guy Jimmy Uso. He was on that Total Divas TV show.
Yeah.
So he should be a good card, right? If he was on that show. Him and his
Right,
twin
so-
brother.
So Cook, the running back you're talking about, right?
James Cook. I got the players confused. Yeah,
Yes.
it's
So
James Cook.
anyway,
It's the brother of the Minnesota running back.
I'm going to drop
Dalvin.
the link if anybody wants to come up and chat with the guys for a
It's
little
Dalvin
bit.
Cook's brother.
Dalvin Cook's brother. Yes, he played for Georgia. I believe won a national championship with Georgia.
If I
Yeah, I
don't
think
know
so,
you, you got to
too.
show your face in the back room because I don't want a little peepee on my screen.
You
This
want
is
an
little
national.
tiny.
The thing about so running backs are
What's up, Yankees?
a little bit shaky investments because they get 3 years, three great years, then they get hurt. You know what I mean? So they don't really. It could be. It's a tricky market. You know what I mean? Like obviously Barry Sanders cards are great. You know what I mean? Or like Emmitt Smith,
Mhm.
but they're not as worth as much as a quarterback. You know what I mean? Or like certain types of defensive players that have a little more longevity. So my advice to someone, I would try to stay away from running backs as much because a guy's great for 3 years and then like Todd Gurley, what happened to him? You know what I mean? There's a lot of guys that they have 3-4 years, they get a knee injury. I mean, I'm a big Curtis Martin fan, and that dude's gonna have to show his face.
That's Down Nick. It's definitely. I checked the 3 dots. Hey, Down Nick.
Hi, Lauren.
It's Down Nick. I checked his. I checked. There's a way you could check in the back room. What's going on, Down Nick?
I don't know if my connection's that good.
That's good enough.
I could hear you.
Okay, yeah. How you guys doing? First time on your show, Lauren and Joey.
Oh well, then we're
Well,
blessed.
Anyway,
So what, Down Neck? I noticed I've been seeing you around. Were you previously someone else, or because I seen you for a few months, or you just kind of getting into it, or?
Well, Down Nick was around, and then he kind of veered off the path for a little bit, but he's back over here. He realized his place. He veered off a little bit, but he's good. He's had talks with people. We've had conversations, so he's over here, and he's here to stay.
He's where he belongs.
Yes.
Yankees for life. I've been hearing this.
thank you, Lauren.
So you're
you're
from
welcome.
Jersey. You're from Jersey, Down Neck.
Yeah, I'm from Newark, New Jersey.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Newark is you don't want to mess around in Newark.
Where I'm at, it's not too bad.
I want to send a shout out to Jersey because a lot of people have it in their mind that these people from Jersey are a bunch of farmers. I mean, there's some pretty official dudes from Jersey. Some of those cities, Camden and all these other ones, forget about it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I have to run, but I want to share a funny story before I go.
Go ahead.
A few years back, I had a friend who was down on his luck and he needed to borrow some money from me. So he came to my house and I gave him the money, but I had a 1988 box, Topps box, right? Football card box. And so I gave him the money and then I gave him a football package out of that box, and it had gum in it. And then I gave it to him or whatever. And then he opened up the pack.
Right.
And the first card on the pack was the Bo Jackson rookie card. And I said, motherfucker, give me the money back. Go sell the fucking Bo Jackson card.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone. Huh?
Did he eat the gum? Did he eat the gum?
No, the gum was, and you know what's bad about that is the gum gets stuck on some cards. So if there was a valuable card back in the days, the gum could I believe someone had a John Elway rookie card and had the gum stuck on there.
That gum was made out of cardboard back in the day.
Yeah.
It was more paper than the card itself.
The problem is that the heat, it kind of the wax in the pack. You got to be careful with that stuff.
All right, guys, y'all have a blessed one.
Kane Chase,
Thank
take care
you.
now.
All right, you too.
You too, Kane Shades.
Have a
Happy
good one.
birthday, Lauren.
Oh yes. So Yankees for life makes a comment, and he says that the Jets might be getting Derek Carr, and my second favorite team is the Las Vegas Raiders. And I have ties to the Raiders and whatnot. And my brother's a big football guy. And I was a little leery on Derek Carr, but then I thought to myself, I'm like, well, he's better than Zach Wilson or Mike White. So, you know,
Zach Wilson sucks.
yeah, at this point he does. He's very
Done with that
he's an
kid.
idiot.
What are you into, down, Nick? You like football and the boxing shows?
I used to like boxing back in the day when Tyson was involved and Riddick Bowe and them. Not so much now.
So you're old.
Sports I don't get into much because of the taking the knee stuff they started doing during the anthem.
Yeah, you're
You
like
know?
a lot of people. A lot of my family
Yeah.
was a
Kind of turn.
But I got to be honest with you. You know, I have my best friend. Okay, he looks like a struck match. You know, he looks like an oil slick. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you know, being around black people and like hanging out with them at night and driving in a car and stuff like that. I mean, the cops. Trust me, okay? It's completely
They get
different.
picked on 100%.
And it was completely different than when I'm with my white friends. Now, when I had my hat on backwards in my Lexus and I'm playing the tunes loud, I got pulled over too. The only problem is when I got pulled over, I could show them a PBA card and my license because all my paperwork is up to par, so they let you go. But I seen some of my black friends get dragged out of the car, and the cops have done them completely good. You know what I mean? And it's just, you know, it's tough. I understand what you're saying. I mean, because, you know, look, what are they protesting? Are they protesting the government? Are they protesting the military? I mean, I just don't.
Joe, do you know it's not even a racism thing? It's a power trip. Because even the black cops are racist against black people. It's really just a badge.
It just
them
happened.
against us. That's it.
Yeah, and the thing is this.
Yeah, it just happened. Black cops on a black kid.
Look what they just did. Yeah, they beat that kid to death.
But could you imagine? Okay, so my cousin's a cop. Okay, my cousin went to St. Joseph by the sea. Okay, he's a white dude. You know what I mean? He's from Huguenot. Okay, he's not around a lot of black people. So he becomes a cop, and the first thing they do is put him in Bedford-Stuyvesant. Now, he's seeing black people. The calls that he's going on.
He's probably scared, and he's going to react scared.
He's not going to Bill Huxtable's house. You know what I mean? He's seeing some of the shit that these people do, and that really must have an effect on you and how you perceive things. You know, because cops that were going into Bed-Stuy, they were getting attacked. You know what I mean? Like they were getting bottles.
They were getting sniped. They were getting sniped from rooftops.
So now you're thinking to yourself, well, if the only black people I've ever met are these people, well, shit, you know, is everyone like that? So it's kind of like it's effed up.
That's kind of how it was in Newark, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's like.
Yeah, Newark is bad too. A lot of carjacking.
My cousin's 5'8". You know, what is he going to do when he sees a guy that's 6'7"? He's going to grab his pistol. You know what I mean? And it's like, so I think with the cops, there's just more training. You know, it's just
they can't put a rookie cop in the den of the lion. You know what I'm saying? You got to give him some time.
And then you go on these domestic disputes where the guy is beating the shit out of the woman, right? So the cop goes and breaks it up. He puts the man in cuffs. The woman's like, I don't want him going to jail. So now the woman is attacking the cop for taking the husband to jail. I mean, it's just.
And that's what usually happens with domestic disturbance situations. You know what I mean?
It's always, it's just really effed up. And unfortunately, you know, it's just a very difficult situation.
Hey, can I say something?
Sure.
Oh, I just saw T Muscle in my name on your screen.
Let me look.
It's not there now. It's not there
you
now.
have it on when
I took that out of my name, Lauren.
Now, when you came to sign into StreamYards, it's still on your StreamYards name. It's off of the chat, but you need to, next time you join a live, you need to edit that out before you can't come on, okay?
Oh, okay, I didn't know that, Lauren. I'm not too
Yeah, you
savvy
got to
with
change
this
that on
stuff,
StreamYard
you know?
itself.
Yep. I could do it from
Yeah,
my
I definitely don't
end.
want that.
I could do it from my end right
Yeah,
here
I
for
definitely don't want
you.
that on my name.
Yeah, I could edit it on
Okay,
my
I
end
appreciate
right
that.
here, right now, but you're gonna have to do it next time you join a stream. But I just changed it for you for down neck.
Okay,
Just
I
to down
sure
neck. The next time
will.
you join a stream, change
Yeah, I
it
don't want
before you
that.
come in. Yep. Yeah,
Yo,
because you're we're
Okay,
over
yeah, I
the
don't want that. I don't want
Joe,
that
really
stain
fast.
on my name anymore.
Yo, could we judge that Nadeau fight? I think I think that's something we have to do on here, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
What did that last 10 minutes?
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I'll be quick.
Not even.
Okay. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking that we need to get some fights under our belt.
Yeah,
You know,
and then do the comedy stuff or whatever.
because
something
I
like
want to
that.
be able, because then, you know, you could tell your friends like, hey, check out this boxing show I'm involved with. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
get you. You want it to be a
serious.
legit show. Like, you don't want to
You know,
start with a Nadeau fight.
We could
I
do
get
that.
it.
We could do that on an off night.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like a random Wednesday night, but not
could
on
do
our
it right
Saturday
now.
night.
We could do it right
Well,
now.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. But yeah, you guys could do it whenever. You guys could do it whatever night you guys want. But not for the serious boxing thing. That's Saturday. But yeah, random Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I'm anxious to get the boxing thing like going so I could start saying, hey, I got a boxing show.
Yeah.
Right now with one thing. So
Bro, the more you do it, it'll get more structured and you'll become better at it and it'll just progress. You know what I mean? You got to stick to it and keep doing it. That's all.
and
It
the
wasn't
thing
me,
is,
sir. It wasn't me.
I'll help you out. You know that.
different communities. I told you about that Panda Chop kid.
Yeah.
You know, I wanna start going into like those
Mhm.
types of places.
Branching off a little bit.
And if he'll, you know, he'll
Yep.
hook me up or whatever and say something or let me put the link to this chat or whatever. So, but I want to be able to say like, hey, this is what we're doing.
Yeah,
know,
you want to have a little catalog under your belt with a couple of fights that you judged and, you know,
talking about IBS and
yeah,
Gunsmoke and all these people is like, it's
that ain't
just,
going anywhere. It's
at
all
the end of the
nonsense.
day, it's embarrassing.
It is.
And it's like, you know, if
We shouldn't even be mentioning these people because we're above
In the
them. That's
grand
how I see
scheme
it.
of things, how many people even know who that is? What, 1,000 people? But Andrea Patel, this is the We Push Back hat for Dominic Rhea.
he's
What
cool.
do we-
I
maybe
gotta get
1,000
one.
people even know who he is, and maybe 100 to 200 people actually like that guy. So what's the point?
no, he's a good guy, Andre Fatale.
No, I'm talking about the IBS guy. Andre
Oh.
Patel's a good guy. Yes, he wants to do cars with you. I told him to
Yeah, I
hit you
know.
up on Instagram.
Yeah, I messaged him. He could come on whenever he wants.
Yeah,
Because the thing is this, you know, the pulling up shit, save that shit for someone else. I don't want, look, forget it. Don't even come at me that way. Don't even like you're pulling up or doing this or like I'm going to do this or that. Save it. Because I'm not entertaining any of that. But if you feel like you're going to threaten a woman and say pull up, I mean,
That's a different story. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got some issues, okay?
And then B, you know, you got support.
I know.
Don't worry about that. We don't have to
I
talk
know.
about it on here.
yeah. I'm not worried about that.
Trust me.
You know, when I heard
No,
that,
no.
I'm like, no. I'm like, you know, look,
I wasn't even concerned about. I seen that I got a message like days ago. I didn't even open it because I wasn't even concerned that it was going to be anything that. And this morning, as I'm getting on the plane, I opened it. I'm like, this guy's telling me to pull up. Like what?
He's out of his mind, that crackhead.
Well, he's sober. I want to give him that if he is sober. I hope he works in his sobriety.
Well, don't
But
act like a
either way,
crackhead. Say crackhead stuff, you know? You're saying crackhead things right now, Stacks.
yeah. I always like watching his knockout. Joe, you should stream some of David. Who is that?
David Tua.
Tua.
David Tua was
Tua.
a heavyweight. You know, it's a good fight, Redzilla, when he fought Ika Beabuchi. Yeah. So Ika Beabuchi was this dude that was like cut from granite, like a huge heavyweight. Been in and out of jail. Or
I
whatever.
vaguely remember him.
Yeah,
Vaguely.
this was the late 90s. Well, what
Mhm.
happened was he actually fought David Tua and beat David Tua. This Ika Beabuchi was like a up and comer. He probably was going to fight Tyson or something. One night he's in a hotel in Vegas or whatever. He's getting stoned. He wound up freaking ripping the toilet out of the ground and destroyed the whole room and attacked police officers and raped some chick. He wound up he's been in jail for the last 20 years. Ruined his career.
Wasted talent. That's what that is.
Gucci was his name.
He's not a rat. He's not a rat because rats get raped.
No, it's the thing is this, I've been in situations where,
Oh, Lauren, I just got to say something.
Go ahead, Downick. What's up?
Yeah, I have to step out, but I just want to say thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys taking me back, Lauren. It means the world to me. So I just wanted to reach out and tell you that,
Well, it means the world to us having you back over here with us. We missed you.
Yeah,
so
you're always a good, respectful guy, man.
Yep.
Thank
and that's
you,
your biggest fault is being too loyal. You were too loyal to the wrong person, and we're glad to have you back. We missed you.
And one other thing.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Lauren.
Okay. I stuck up for you, and I need you to stick up for me on Saturday and come in the chat. Just come in the chat for a couple of minutes. Bring some of the women with you because it seems like the women follow you around. And then, just make a comment or two, and then you could leave. You know what I mean?
I sure will, Joey. Thank you.
I can't draw the women to the show. You can, but I'll hold them. Me and BK will hold them.
All
Thank
right.
you, my friend.
Downick, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming on.
Laura. All right. It was nice talking to you guys.
Good night.
Take care, Downick.
Yankees for life? I don't know. I got to be honest with you. I really, because I don't know what they're doing. The thing is, Mike says he's through with Zach Wilson, but
I feel like he was a flop.
Right. The truth of the matter is, though, they wasted a number 2 pick on this guy. You know what I mean? So it's not like the second overall pick. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not as quick as you to dismiss him. You know what I mean?
Because, he's young. He can still grow, definitely. But,
right.
Bro, you see how the Jets are. I just gave up hope.
Yeah. Right. And it's a difficult thing. As far as who the Jets should draft, I got to be honest with you. Maybe an offensive lineman, because they're really good defensively.
Yeah.
Offensively, they got Breece Hall's coming back. They got good running backs. They got good receivers. They're even talking about getting OBJ. You heard about that?
We need people that can put points on the board. We always got a good defense. We could keep the games pretty much even and everything, but we need point scorers.
The truth of the matter is, if you get a guy like OBJ, he's a hot dog and he's this, but the proof is in the pudding. He scores touchdowns. So if you could use him, if we could get him and we get a good quarterback like a Derek Carr, I think, he'd stretch the defense out. He played on the Rams when they won the Super Bowl. He had a touchdown reception in the Super Bowl. So, I don't know where his head is, but, the Jets, their tight ends are good. Offensive line, because that Mekhi Becton, he's another one. Guy's 6'8", 380 pounds. He missed 2 years ago. He tore his knee up. Comes back last year in preseason, tears his knee up again.
That sucks.
2 seasons.
In the preseason until we did it? That sucks.
Yeah, early, yep. So
I'm going to mute for a second. I'll be right back.
Sure.
All right.
So, but Yankees for life. Rather than ask all these fucking questions, why don't you just come on the show and ask the questions? We always love it when you come on. Grab the link and come on.
Then your questions will be answered instantly,
Yes.
You don't got to wait.
I got to be honest with you. I could probably do a show with Yankees for life. He's very knowledgeable, and he asks the right questions, and he knows his shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, anybody that's into sports, you're into sports. You should be able to bounce off each other. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm into sports too. And one thing that has really, really bothered me, and maybe you guys could help me. This seems like it's a question for a fin freak or a parasite slayer? If you guys are listening, maybe you could help me. We'll leave it in the comments below. What happened to the LFL, the Lingerie Football League? Have you ever watched a game?
I've seen it before.
Man, oh man, talk about it. These are like good-looking women that are like beasts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like
They
thought
take
it
that
was
shit
the
serious.
greatest thing. Like lingerie football. I'm like, whoa, that's great. What happened to that? They got the XFL, the USFL, the AFL. Nah, LFL. I think COVID knocked them out of the
Hey, what happened to the Puppy Bowl? Remember the Puppy Bowl?
The Puppy Bowl. Yep. As a matter of fact, you know what? Speaking of Puppy, she's going to be on this week. The new Love After Lockup has Puppy on it.
Oh, no way. She's
Yep.
back?
Yeah, she's-
Red Eye Patriots in chat. Shout out to Red Eye Patriot and everybody check out the channel and sub. Is Yankees coming on or he can't?
I don't know. I mean, he seems.
Did you drop the link for him? He can't come on unless you put a link in chat.
Nah, nobody dropped the link.
But
Well,
the
then
link
that
is
was
in
just
It
there.
might be in there
Magically.
still, yeah. It might still be in the feed.
Drop it. If he wants to come on, he can. He's got the keys to the store. I would drop the link. Yeah, it's not in there.
I just put it in there.
But anyway, Redzilla, yes. Redzilla, that David Tua, yes.
Yeah, Dempsey was no joke.
Is David Tua. Andrea Fatale, he's got some cards he wants to bring on. You could come on whenever. Shout out
Wait,
to Dominic, I'm sorry. JTP, Justice Tech Pros.
We push back.
We push back. I mean, you know what problem? You know what?
And be repping the hat.
And be repping.
I rep this out all the time. You guys have no idea.
I gotta get
She's gonna get hashtag we push back blasted all over her face. She's gonna
I'm gonna get it. No,
like right on the forehead, right across.
want to come on like billboards.
no, you're gonna pay me all the money in the world to do that. But I will say this: if anybody, Andrea, just hit Joey up and let him know when you want to do a show, and he'll come on with you. You guys can figure out a time that works both good for both of you. Wait, what does he have? NBA cards?
Yep.
Okay, so give it a minute though, so I can give Joe the NBA cards that I got here, so you guys he has some to open because I got some.
He said give him a minute, Yankees, and he'll jump on.
Yeah. Shout out to Westies. Shout out to
Redzilla, drop. Make sure you drop your link, and everybody subs for Redzilla too. He's got a funny ass
yes,
channel.
Redzilla.
Yeah, his channel's funny.
Was great. Shout out to the women, Marla,
Heidi,
Lisa
Angel.
Murphy, Heidi, Angel, Carol, the two Carols,
NB.
Carol's
And-
NB, Lori Love.
Jane, Lori Love,
Minnie.
Jane Perry,
Minnie the Moocher.
Minnie.
I think
the
Minnie's a guy. I always thought
Didn't-
it was a girl too because of the name, but I think it's a guy.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I thought Minnie.
I seen
was-
somebody blow him a kiss one day, and he was like, "Yo, I'm a guy, bro."
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
Jeez.
he's from the Durkeyverse though. That Minnie the Moocher's been with me since like the Durkeyverse before this channel. He was over by us with Rustin.
Really?
You
Oh,
hear
shout
Dre.
out. You know what? MRE really hyped up. the
See,
show.
look, Minnie is an elderly lady. She's from the Durkeyverse, right? Red Eye Patriot, 100%. Minnie
So she
is
is
an
a girl.
elderly
Okay.
lady. Yes,
Yeah.
I knew I was right because I've been cool with Minnie for a long time before this mob community.
Rat Trap City. Maddie, my uncles. It's hard. It's hard getting a hold of the Zio. I mean, it's like I don't know, man. Seems like he's dodging me. He tells me, "Oh, how much he loves me." He says, "How much cuter I am than Lauren." He's always like, making me blush.
and on the other hand, he got you on the pay no mind list.
That's it. There he is.
NB, how you? Joey,
I'm good.
PK, how
What
you?
up?
What's up, bro?
What up,
Before
though?
before I start off, I want to shout out to Patron, man. Very good guy. Good people over there, too. Believe me when I tell you.
Red Eye
Wow.
Patriot. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Patriot's
Shout
a
out to
good
the Red
guy.
Eye Patriot.
Yeah,
And
very good guy over there.
Two people you want to give a reverse shout out to, which is more like a down and out.
Well, I already shouted out Red Eye
Rock.
Patriot. So what are you trying to up one up me,
And
Yankees?
Jerry Gambino.
Jerry said he was coming on. I thought.
Where
Yeah,
is
let's leave Jerry out of this equation. I ain't got time for Jerry. I need to talk to my guy here, Bay 8. We ain't got time for this. Jerry knows nothing about goddamn football. Sorry.
He's just
my
going to
language.
come up the works, that guy.
Yeah, BK and myself and Bay 8, you just take it easy over there, Miss NB. But yeah, I know you shouted out Patriot, but I like Patriot's a good guy. And I want to shout him out. Bird, Minnie the Mooch, all those people are there. But anyway, so let's get down to football real quick.
Red Eye Patriot. Did you see Jerky's podcast? I was watching it this morning on the plane. I was laughing hysterical, and then Bo comes in and yells, "Who knocked on my door?" Did you watch his podcast? Somebody posted it. Old Hag posted it. If you haven't watched it at Red Eye Patriot, it's funny.
Who's
Anyway, go ahead.
Maureen? Maureen Frick or something? Maureen
Frickle or something? Yeah.
I seen her in Angels. I shouted her out.
She's
Like
always
I
cool
said,
and respectful.
Yeah, she seems very nice.
Hey, I need to get this phone call. I'll be right back.
No problem.
All right, no doubt.
Wait, he joined just to leave like that?
He's probably busy. He's not leaving. He'll be right back.
Oh, he didn't even take his
I'll be
avatar
right
off.
back.
He wants to
I'll
leave
be right
everybody in
back. I'm at
suspense over here.
All right,
I'm at work.
Yankees.
I'll be right back. So listen,
Okay, Yankees.
much respect, but I'm here to talk to these other two gentlemen about football.
He's trolling us.
No, he's not.
He's trying to troll us.
Who's 5? What up?
Co-train. Listen, co-train. Patriot, take care of that light work for me down there with co-train.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in your Metamucil.
Oh my goodness, I was on the listen. So Joe used my
Be right
account.
back.
So Joe's under my account the other day, right? Like sometimes, Joe will go and comment to people from NB, but people can tell it's Joe because he'll say things like whatever. All of a sudden, I'm getting emailed guys' numbers. These guys are emailing me their numbers, right? So I go into Todd Father's chat the other day, and I'm like, Todd Father, just to let you know, that was Joe who was like picking on you and starting with you. And then Ralph's up there. I'm like, Ralph, that wasn't me flirting with you. That was Joey. He was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, man, you had Ralph blushing? Joe had Ralph blushing over there.
I answered all the comments also on under one of her videos, and I made sure that I didn't throw in like a what up or homie. I made sure I kept it like very Lauren like, oh, I'm blushing. There was like, oh, you're so pretty. I'm like, oh, I'm blushing. So it was pretty funny. I just,
All of a sudden, I'm getting phone numbers emailed to me. I'm like, what are these people doing? And then I realized Joe was semi-flirting with them.
That's all they need, NB, is one little in, and that's it.
Man.
They get crazy.
Well, I made sure that I made them don't worry, that wasn't me. It was Joey. And then they felt really oh my God.
Right. Like if you walk in somewhere and a girl looks at you for 1/15 of a millisecond, right away in your mind, it's like, oh, she thinks I'm cute. Let me go talk to her.
You know right away, they think the girl wants them.
When
That's
it's not
how
the
these
case.
people
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Look at the other side over there. A couple of girls are hanging around. All of a sudden, they're all putting their pictures up as their avatars with their hair combed.
They're not even. The women are hanging out, are putting pictures of filtered boobs on their avatar.
They don't look like that. They're all.
Yeah, let's not make fun of them. Yeah.
Remember when we were in the Panini Grill, Mike, with Steven, and he thought that chick liked him?
Oh yeah! Oh my God, that was embarrassing for him. Poor kid.
I've seen Steven, Michael. Mike, I was at my daughter had a cheer competition, and Steven was there working. I told you that. I think I told you.
Yeah, I think I heard that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a small world. I hope the kid's doing okay.
He's good. We're losing.
He was harmless, Steve. He wasn't a bad kid.
No, Steve's not a bad kid. He just had a lot going on with work and stuff and family stuff, whatever. But Yankees, you back off your phone call?
Nice. Wait, the guy is ordering what? 2 large pizzas and wings? No.
He came on like the president, putting the show on hold. I mean, come on, what are you kidding me?
No, listen. Yankees for life could do whatever he wants.
He's got the key to the show.
He's his own entity, and he's absolved of everything. He's got diplomatic immunity with us.
That's what he does. He's funny.
He's a good guy.
He
It's
is a good
great
guy.
when he makes fun of Jerry. I love it. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, they go at it those two.
Yep.
Is
I was-
Mobland still in here? No, I think
Mobland-
Mobland left.
Where's he been? I haven't seen him around Mobland.
I don't know, but I seen him. Somebody sent me a screenshot that he was the one that was his little peepee on FBS's screen.
What?
Oh yeah. What was?
I
up
don't
with-
know. I saw in a chat he wrote, "It was me on FBS. It was me, the balls." So I'm like, is he pulling on his nuts?
I hope he's not trying to be proud of that. That dude had like a portobello mushroom.
Maybe he just put up a picture. Maybe that wasn't. I don't know. A portobello mushroom.
And let me tell you something. You know what? We talked about this earlier, but people who are exploiting the death of Angel's brother, like seriously, man, you got some freaking issues.
They have
man.
no business. That's wrong.
No.
No business whatsoever.
You know, to me, it's worse than just about anything.
Mhm.
This is what they do, though. They put family members who passed their funeral arrangements in chats, blasting it for people to show up, putting pictures up of relatives who just passed, putting pictures up of little, boys who passed. It's disgusting. Leave it alone. Even if you're trying to like solve something that happened months ago, leave it alone. Stop talking about it.
You just got to stay in your lane.
Angel
and know your
knows
place.
what went on with that situation and whatever.
Mhm.
So leave it alone. If she wants to speak on it, she'll speak on it as her family. That's my opinion.
No, I just read a post.
I
That's
agree.
why she posted something, Angel. That's why I
Mhm.
brought it up. It just came up in my feed, and it's
I
almost.
know. I woke up to like DMs about it. I'm like, I don't even.
I've seen things in my feed too.
It's sickening. It
It
really
is.
is sickening. That's why, when I'm going to reiterate it, when you have a person, I'm not going to say a person's name, when you go in their chat and you say, hey, when the guy stops talking about Joey, I leave. That's not good enough for me. Okay? It's not good enough for me when a certain person listens to a certain content creator who's behind this shit.
Yeah.
And we know where it's coming from and we know what side it's coming from. Here's how you could tell. Are those people that are on the other side, who's coming out against this? The silence says it all.
Mm-hmm.
If IBS and these other people want us to believe that they're not involved with it, then come out and fucking blast who it is. Give up who it is.
They're doing that now, though. But it's the same people it's the same person that she said from the beginning was involved. There were two people that she said from the beginning was involved. This one person had, Piggy's whole family, and then another person who had the memes. And this is what they're coming out and kind of saying. Now they're validifying it. It's not MB, it is, But this is the same thing she said months ago. So what are you doing? But anyway, I don't even.
You don't want to see people step up to the plate, like if they don't believe in that it's wrong, like just to do it to make the public see them in a light. I want to see them step up because they really believe it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Not just do it for for the viewers, so they don't get looked at like they're cruel or whatever. Because that's what these people do. They'll take a stand, but it's not really a stand within themselves. It's how the public sees them.
Well, the other person should be really mad too, because there was two children's pictures in some of those memes. Two underage children. One of them that passed away, Angel's brother, and then somebody else's stepchild. So let's see how the other person reacts, because their stepchild is in these memes too.
Yeah.
And that's it. But it is what it is. It's like we're talking about kids now, and I don't even want to talk about children.
No, we're not. Just the situation. Nobody's talking.
I know. But
Just
then
the
they twist it. Then they turn around and twist it. They talked about my child.
Well, they can twist it all they want.
They're always a victim. They are always a victim. Even if we're like sticking up for the situation, they'll still bring it up that there's,
Those guys on the other side, they know who's doing it, and they could find out who's doing it.
Oh, they could definitely find out if they don't know.
They know who's doing it to begin with. They knew who was doing it. Come on, are you kidding me? Did you watch Kane Shay's last novella? Piggy said, well, he was still friends with Angel, who was behind some of those memes, and now it's so just. If you look back on everything, they know.
Yeah,
who was
they
doing
definitely know. I don't want to hear that they don't know.
They
Crap.
just wanted because a reason to hate our side. Whatever. This is what you have. I don't care, BK. As much as I like you, if you did something disgusting to somebody's kid, I'm calling your ass out. I don't care.
Of course,
You know what I mean? The same thing, and I would hope the same for me if I did something. that somebody
Yeah,
would call
like you
me
really
up, but
believe in something. I want you to be true to yourself and not just, that's it.
that's
That's
what
how
I'm
I
saying,
am.
friend or not. I'm not
Yep.
just gonna because our side needs to look better. I'm gonna
But you
call
don't even have
somebody
to
else.
fight
When it
over
comes to children, hell yeah, I'll open my mouth.
And B, if I did something you didn't like, you've said it before me and you've spoke about it, right? You could do
Oh,
things
the
like
first
that.
time I ever hit up that Hep C kid was because he had Piggy's nieces and nephews in a thumbnail one day, and I said, right now these people think that you're like on our side. Take that thumbnail down, or put something over these kids' faces. Don't put his nephews on thumbnails.
Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with people's families or kids being brought into crap. I really don't, because I don't do that, and I don't want it done to me. Like, so
yeah,
I'll react very bad. I'm telling you now. So I stay away from that stuff. I stay far away from it.
When these guys do this, it's actually a bad miscalculation on their part, because it makes now people say, like, okay, we got to stand behind Angel now, like we got to step up, and that's really what it's like when another team talks shit about another team, and they use that in their locker room to hype themselves up, well, this guy said this about the Yankees, and it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, well, think about that, because really, you're hurting Angel by doing that, but realistically, they're making themselves look like horrible people.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
I had that one of the last conversations I had with that Chicago Crush person. He was not like in DMs. He was like, "Oh, I just want to bring that Hep C guy around because I want to clear your name on those memes." I'm like, you don't need to clear my name. Anybody who believes that I did it, like the people that I'm close to and I care, they know I didn't do them. Anybody who believes that, I don't want them. I don't want them in my chat, and I don't want them around me. I don't need you to clear my name.
That's how you weed out the people you don't want around.
And that's exactly what I said to him. Exactly what I said to him. I don't need you to clear my name on that stuff. Like, It doesn't matter what that guy would say anyway. Nothing that comes out of his mouth is truthful. He could say something today and then take it back to it. Doesn't matter.
They lie through their teeth. People know that.
Yes.
Nobody believes them. Come on.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it. If somebody thinks that I did that, then I don't want you around, and you truly don't know me. And I really don't care.
Dude, they like to blame you for every little thing. They made it a habit.
And I can care less. That's their excuse for like why their life is so miserable.
Little boy who cried wolf. It's always NB.
I have anything that I've done, I posted on an MB channel with my name all over it. I am not ashamed of it. So it is what it is. But anyway.
Understand the point of doing something like that.
And this is another thing that Hep C person, like saying that I called his wife's job. Now they're all looking for like her information. So you all went and did videos saying that I called her job, but he never sent you proof. You guys never had any proof, but you went off his word of that crap. Come on. But a lot of people saw the proof that CPS was at my door. Yeah. I will never post it because it has a CPS worker and it has my child's information on it, my information on it, my ex-husband's information on it. So I won't post that stuff because none of you I don't care what I need to prove. I'm never going to put my family's information out like that.
Of course.
But the people close to me saw it and they seen that there was a certain phone number that wasn't blacked out. And it is what it, whatever.
The other thing that I really don't, like the whole YouTube situation, the setup the way it is, and I'm guilty of this, is like you kind of like for example, Tommy Stiggs. Okay, so he's in FBS's chat.
When?
6 months ago, 4 months ago. I really didn't approve of it.
Mm-hmm.
I would never go at him for that. Like I would never do videos and like do hurtful things and stuff like that. I might just say F you.
Yeah, and ignore him, avoid him. Yeah.
I wonder if the whole Angel thing is collateral damage for something else. I mean, I don't know, because anytime I listen to Angel, it doesn't seem like she's really like getting, I don't know, like too crazy with people or whatever. I mean, she speaks her mind, but it's nothing.
Yeah, she basically responds.
But then she'll move on and do a show, though.
Yeah,
she responds and then moves on. She goes down Angel Boulevard for a minute, and then she moves on. Then we kind of do the same thing. You know, we might have to respond here and there, but then we move on and then we have fun. You can't dwell a whole.
Can't dwell in that negativity.
No, it's over. It's over. It is what it is at this point. The people, no matter what we say or no matter what we show, there's going to be certain people that believe it.
Because
No matter what we show, all the proof in the world.
I feel like the people that matter believe in us, though. You know what I mean?
Oh
Seriously.
yeah, we could literally have a picture of the person holding like one of those memes, and certain people will still not believe that they did it. So it doesn't matter what we post.
They're just following people that just don't have no eyes to themselves, no backbone. They just follow the crowd. We don't need people like that.
The other thing is, there's 20 people in here right now. Most of these content creators, when they see the numbers going down, that's, you know, it's like, now I got to hype it up. But truthfully, I don't even care. Because
it's probably because there's other shows on though right now too.
No, but what I'm saying is if there's other shows on and
that, or people are just leaving work or whatever else, it doesn't matter. It is what it is.
Right? Why are those people choosing to go elsewhere? I'm not upset at that. What I'm trying to say is the views and the subs and everything. It makes you act a certain way. It makes you change. Because if there was 20 people in someone's chat and they used to have 100, like, what are you going to do? Like Vinny Bracco.
It's almost like, what am I doing wrong almost?
It's like his show, like, I don't know. I haven't really paid attention.
I haven't seen a show in a while.
Vinny, he's doing the same thing. So what changed? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why do the numbers go down? And it's hard to... it's like...
You know what it is?
Well, also, do you really believe half these people's numbers? Some of these shows, do you really believe that there's 300 people in chat, but their chat's moving the same as my chat was moving before with 40 or 50?
They got 150 people tops, and they probably buy 150 to go in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Come on, their chat moves the same speed as mine does with 50 people.
They got the same 5 people commenting at all times.
Yep. And some of them are hate watching. I'm glad we don't have hate watchers.
That's what it is, too, with them. They have a lot of hate watches.
Yeah. So a lot of us, if we stopped hate watching, but you know what happened too is a lot of these clip channels haven't been clipping like we used to. So people are watching because they're not getting it from the clip channel.
They're not able to see it. Yep.
So the clip channels are even getting sick of their BS, but whatever.
It's 5. Don't you have to hit the road, Jack?
Yeah. Well, the kids are coming over, so it's going to get loud in here.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has stayed with us.
We're home for a couple hours and she already has her friends coming over. You know how it is.
Yeah, but they're excited to see you. They miss her.
Oh yeah. She was barely home while we were in Florida when we weren't in Disney. She was out with her friends like most of the time too. She was barely even.
She has a lot of friends though. You know what I mean? It's a good thing.
Yep. Absolutely. She's an only child too, so I encourage her to
make from what I hear, she's very smart. She's good in school. That's excellent.
And she's very athletic. She's a very athletic kid, very smart, very a good kid altogether.
The whole package. God bless.
Well, not, all that's great, but then, she's locked in her bedroom and chained to the bedpost.
Yeah, she's chained to the radiator. Yeah.
And it's like you hear that stuff and it's like, who would even, it's because it really happens.
Miserable people. That's what come up
I mean, that shit happens as crazy as it sounds. How do you even joke about something like that? It's like
they don't care. They're heartless, bro. Heartless over the internet.
I want to say one thing. So moving forward, and this is something I can guarantee, that if I could get 6 months of boxing shows under my belt, and I stick with it, and I put my head into it and do it how we want to do it the right way, believe me, it's going to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And the people in the chat that come in, we had like 30 people last Saturday. Mike, you held down the chat, which is great. That's so important to me because once you get that bad element in there, the people are going to run it.
They can ruin everything.
Yeah, because, it's going to be an issue. If you're going to get heckled in there, you got to just, once they know that they're getting thrown out,
they won't get cute.
We're not even paying attention to them.
Yep.
They only come back when you give them attention.
Well, that too. And I'm also, if I'm playing the fight, I can't watch the chat. So it's really helpful. Thank you.
So we're going to work on some things or whatever. But, I just, want everyone to know that it's going to be a collective effort with not just me and Mike and Lauren and Kane Shades and Lee or MRE. It's going to be like more interactive with the our friends that are in the chat, and it's you guys in the chat that makes the shows better. So,
and whoever said about taking a poll every week, maybe you should put up a couple of fights and do like a little poll on there and see what the people want to see out of the 3 fights, and you do that
that's a good
fight
idea.
that week.
I like that idea. But listen, I'm going to sign off. You guys hit the end because I got them walking in. So you guys hit the end. Everybody, thank you for coming into chat. Joe, thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. 5 days late, 4 days late.
Happy belated birthday, NB.
Yeah, I got your gift too.
Okay.
I do.
NB, you got to come out one day and we'll meet up and I'll take you and Joe. I'll treat you to dinner.
Wait a minute now. You'll do what?
Dinner time is
I'll treat
traffic.
you and NB to dinner one night.
You will? When?
Yeah.
Let's
Whenever
have it
you want.
on this date right now.
Whenever you want, let me know.
I could really go for some Little Italy food. I got to be honest with you.
We should do that one day. Plan it and do it.
If
I got some kids. I got a bunch of kids that are probably going to be hungry tonight too. So thanks, Edwin.
You know
All right.
what we could do? All right, Mike, we could go to Spark Steakhouse. Yeah.
Joe, now you're getting crazy.
I don't even eat steak. I don't even eat meat. No. All right.
No. It's not to eat. It's we're in the genre. You know.
I mean, that would be cool, definitely.
Like we're at Spark Steakhouse. We could
All right.
talk about
I'm going to remove. Bye, guys. I'll see
NB,
you guys
have a good day. Talk to you soon.
Yeah,
Well, nobody else did that, Joe, right on here? So.
Yeah. So I think about things like the whole mob genre, right? So I was thinking to myself, and this is like me speaking, like I'm gonna let people know what I'm thinking. I thought to myself, I see like the people that do like there's Tom, there's the Jeff Nadeau, Lee Cole, so on and so forth. You know, they do a great job. I said to myself, what about if I did that? You know, like.
And you're actually from the places where you're talking about? Like things? Yeah.
But yeah, or if I came on and did that and talked about what they're talking about, like, you know, like I could do a show on the Castellano hit.
I'll tell you what, you have more business talking about it than them.
Well, the whole thing, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, like, if I did that, I could probably get people to listen because it seems like these guys' shows are doing great. You know, I mean, it's like I'm more power to them. I mean, it's great that they're doing it, but like they're talking about stuff and I could talk about it. And I'm wondering, like, should I do something like that? And then I'm like, because I got to be honest with you. Oh, like they know a lot, these guys, but.
Bro, they're reading out of books.
The problem is this. I forgot more than they know. Okay? That's just being truthful. Because of the environment, the whole thing. Like I'm a very well read when it comes to that stuff.
But they don't understand that we can know things that aren't in books. Well, they don't realize.
That's what I'm trying to say now.
This is our domain over here.
So now you have a situation where everything that's on the internet and in books and the stuff that's been regurgitated, I know all that. But then I could tell you a story about how the gentleman that gave Greg Scarpa AIDS, Paul, right? Paul Melee, right?
Mm-hmm. He was a bodybuilder.
My Aunt Donna's cousin was his girlfriend. Okay? Now, Paul died of AIDS right after Greg got, diagnosed. And you want to know my Aunt Donna's cousin? She passed away too of AIDS. He gave it to his girlfriend.
Damn.
He's dead. And then I could talk about Sally Ann. Okay. I could talk about her old man. Okay. I could talk about the things, so, but then I'm saying to myself, well, is that something I want to be looked at for? Because,
no.
Like
I don't talk about none of that stuff, bro. I've been on here how long? You never hear me talking about that stuff. Ever.
But you get to a point when you see that people are like, doing pretty well off of it. It's like, well, maybe I should do it. You wouldn't even.
You would be better at it. I could tell you right off the bat than somebody like Nadeau or Jeff Canarsie.
But you wouldn't even have to show your face. That's the crazy part. Like, we never had to show our face. We could have been as anonymous as anything.
Oh yeah, we decided to do that.
MTR. Have you ever seen his face on a screen?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Right. But
as an avatar, unfortunately, I've seen it. Yeah.
He doesn't have any less subs because he's an avatar. So
he probably have more if he hit his face more, he might have more subs.
The only thing that worries me is to get into that, what do you, I don't know, because I hear certain things. Like, I heard someone on a show saying that Vinny Basciano was called Vinny from the Bronx. Now, could be 138,000% true, okay? But I'm going to tell you right now, okay? I was sitting in Nathan's on 86th Street. I'd say about 2016.
Bro, I used to go there all the time with my grandfather.
The guy sitting next to me, his name was Anthony Ribito.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Ribito, I met 20 years earlier in Vegas when he just got out of jail. Now, Anthony Ribito was the consig. I listened to his whole conversation when he was talking. You know what he called him? Gorgeous.
Yep.
You know why they wouldn't call him Vinny from the Bronx?
Why?
Because it's like calling someone Joey from Brooklyn. There's a million of us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mikey from Staten Island.
It's almost like a Tony Pizza. There's a million Tony Pizzas out there, in other words. There's no, you know what I mean? There's nothing to differentiate yourself from anybody.
So my point is, and I've heard other people call him that. Real guys heard it from out of that person's mouth.
Yeah.
So that could add a little more validity to
what you're saying. Exactly.
So these guys do a great job. Lee does a great job. He works hard. He does his research.
Now Lee's good. And
everything. But I'm thinking to myself, like, shit, man, maybe I could do something.
We got to help Lee pronounce names a little better. But other than that, he's good.
But that's what makes Lee good, is that he doesn't pronounce names right.
That is part of his little shtick now. It is.
Right. Some of the people's names, like Sammy, right? So we know Sammy, and the thing is this, he is from his, like, the Nicky Scabetta situation. I wish my uncle was still alive because, they were really tight.
Joe, I was at barbecues left and right with Sammy's sister sitting right there. She passed away now, right? People don't know how close, people really, you know what I mean?
You're just rubbing shoulders with these people.
Like nothing. They're just there.
So, you know who was like Sally Ann? Oh, she would be great to talk to about.
Oh, my God.
So many stories, Sally Ann. She was like, Sally Ann was like, they say mafia princess.
That's
she was one of them, Sally.
Yeah, 100%.
Seriously. Her old man is not well known, but he was well known in the street, Sally Dog. You know what I mean?
The real ones know.
Dogs died in jail, but he was doing 20 years. And he got arrested. Let me tell you something. What's crazy is he went to the joint on the drug charge. What happened to him? The chin killed him? Fuck no. Because that whole mob thing with drugs was just bullshit. It just was bullshit. But he was a very respected dude, Sally Dogs. I never met him because I met Sally Ann in 2000. He was already in jail for 8 years or whatever, 6 years. But that was a whole big thing. And her brother Thomas, these guys have stories. And, But I don't know if
they ain't talking about nothing. They ain't coming. They ain't doing
they're
that.
not exactly
They're cut from a different. They're not.
right. But it's interesting. It's interesting to hear some of these guys, and I guess at this point, I like the vantage point of being more of like a commenter.
Mm-hmm.
To go on like. I don't know if I talked to you about the Sammy thing, where we could just
picking his words apart.
Yeah, because you know what? It's almost like, well, the algorithm, and it's
It'll definitely get views. We know that
because everything out of his mouth, honestly, is a lot of fucking hot air. I sent him a message once, okay? And I said to him, I told him who I was and who my family was. And I said, why don't you talk about your brother-in-law, Nicky, or put up a picture of him, Bro, man, I got no response. And I was asking him a serious question. It wasn't to make him look bad.
Yeah.
It's just to let people know, like, yo, this is, you want to tell people that Paul had him killed and you had nothing to do with it? Great. So why won't you talk about him then? You talk about everyone else.
He's got shit on his face with that situation, especially. Probably.
Talk about everyone else.
Yep.
And the other thing that I find crazy is he killed that kid, Alan Kaiser. I'm surprised Big Paul didn't have him killed.
Well, they probably didn't get the right story, Big Paul.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's the whole
twisted story.
Because knowing how Paul was, bro, Paul's from my neighborhood.
Hey, listen, he was old. That guy, he was cut from that old school cloth. He was a little more on the business end of things, but he still had beliefs of the old school guys.
My grandmother grew up with him. She grew up with a guy named Gene Rucci was his name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He was Paul Castellano's brother-in-law, Gene Rucci. Okay. My grandmother was a seamstress. They were in the garment shit, the butchers, the whole thing. So I know a million stories. I didn't even realize this guy, Gene, was related to Castellano until about a year or two ago when I asked my mom. I said, who was Gene that used to come to Nanny's house? He would come to my grandmother's house every day. He would go and he was running the numbers. And she's like, that's Castellano's cousin or brother-in-law or some shit. My mom told me this. So I Googled Gene Rucci, Rucci. And sure enough, Castellano relative. As a matter of fact, he got arrested and went to jail. He took a case and got Paul out of jail. He took the rap on him.
He took the rap.
About 5 years, this guy, Gene Rucci. And yeah, I mean, it's like in the neighborhood, you don't even know the people. Like, I remember Gene coming up. He looked like a regular dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, he's a relative of Big Paul? Holy shit.
See, bro, so many people that are around over here where I am, I don't even want to talk about it. I can't. But who's around right? I could walk right to somebody's house right now. You know what I mean? It's like, they're right here.
A kid that I grew up with, who's my best friend, his last name is Masato. I remember when Paul Castellano was killed. You know how I remember it? Not because I knew who he was. Because my friend Anthony Masato, the Masatos are related to the Castellanos. I remember he had to go to the wake. My friend was 10 years old. And I remember that like yesterday. I mean, and look it up. Masato. That name is a Castellano relative name.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you don't even realize these things till after. Like
nobody talks about it like that. You know?
The Frankie DeChico car bomb. I heard it. I was down the street. I'm not going to sit here and say, shit, did you hear that? Someone got killed. I thought it was like a firework or something. If someone would have said, hey, Frankie DeChico, the Gambino underboss, got killed, I'd be like, who the fuck is he? I'm 10 years old at the time. But now looking back, I'm like, yo, I witnessed mob history.
Yeah. Bro, even over here, like not too long ago, like the early 2000s. They clipped some guy right outside my neighborhood over here. At 5 in the morning, I heard the shots. I woke up to the shots.
Anthony, what was his name? Anthony Secafico was his name.
Sacassi or something like that.
Secafico.
Something like that. Yeah, little Anthony.
Yep. He slapped a boss's son.
Yep. Bro, I drove out of my development and seen all this blood in the street, all the cops there, all the freaking crime tape and everything.
Right. Now, you said the key thing. Okay. So he was going to work at 5 in the morning, a construction job. He's a made guy.
The school bag was like, he had a book bag.
He's
was
a
laying in
made
the
guy.
street.
So
We had a union gig, you know?
right, because people think with these mobsters like that they're just John Gotti. No, these guys work. I mean, John is John. Okay, that's
Well,
what
especially now. You know what I mean? It's different now.
You know, I'm sure he didn't. I don't think he was hammering in nails on the construction job. Hey, Roxy King, thank you. Can you get me some Roxy? And that's another thing. The whole fucking pill thing. Get a grip on fucking
that's bullshit,
reality with the pill thing, okay? You want to talk about me doing pills? You know what? Get in touch with me. Send them to me. I'll show you how to do them the right way. Yeah, Joe. Joey got 3 blues.
He'll show you how to do them and still succeed in life.
That's
Okay.
a fucking jerk off. 3 blues. 3 blues. One of my friends, he's dead. How about 25 blues a day?
Oof.
He'd do more. He just couldn't get them.
Jesus.
25. Didn't even do anything. So 3 blues ain't doing shit, dude.
But I'm happy with a little joint every now and then. That's all I need. I don't need any alcohol, nothing. A little joint, some good weed.
Because, right, my whole point is life is life. Everybody does
Everybody has their vice, you know?
whatever.
How
it
you
is.
handle it.
You know, I mean, thank
You're
God.
weak and strong.
You know, I have my sports cards and my sneakers and my jerseys. And by the way, okay, I bought sneakers in 2020, like in December. I bought a pair of Shattered Backwood 3.0s
Yeah.
for $200. I sold them 2 years later. I got 700, I believe. Now, think about that. What could you put money into where you're going to put $200 and then in 2 years you're going to triple that?
You know what it's about too, Joe? Having the money to be able to make a little investment like that. And
That's
sit on
the
money.
thing.
You got to do, you know?
That's the thing. The key is having the money.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that's my biggest issue right now.
Money makes money.
My biggest issue is cash flow. Because what happens is I have a lot of inventory of cards.
Yep. Now you got to wait for that to sell.
A high inventory of cards. It's not even that I have to wait for them to sell. I really don't want to sell a lot of my cards because I'm a card collector.
You're looking at it from a fan's
It's
perspective.
hard to be. Some people, they get a card out of a pack. They don't give a damn. They're selling it.
Yeah.
Me, you know,
Strictly
I have
business to
LeBron
them.
James. I have a bunch of LeBron James rookie cards. Do I really want to sell those? Yeah, I could. They're like I could sell them for 1,000, 2,000 now, but
If you held on to them for a little longer,
that's what I'm
that
trying
price
to
will
say.
skyrocket.
Like a Michael Jordan rookie, you could buy a house with that.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is, it's hard for me to pull the trigger a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, I know this guy's card's going to go up, and like it's just difficult.
You got to know when to hang on to certain things and when to let them go, pretty much.
It's speculation.
Yeah.
Speculation. And believe me, there's been situations where you hold on to something too long and the prices go down.
It comes and goes. It'll go up, but then all of a sudden take a dip.
Because like I was telling Kane Shades earlier, like running backs, like what is the longevity of a running back? I mean, yeah, you got guys that play 10, 15 years.
Look at Curtis Martin.
Yeah, but the majority of them are not Curtis Martin.
I
The
know.
majority of them is not Emmitt Smith.
That guy was a machine.
I mean, you look at, like, I remember Todd Gurley. Like, the dude was, like, awesome for a couple of years. And he hurt his knee, and he's gone.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
A lot of these guys, you
That's
know,
it.
a lot of them, they just have 3 or 4 good years. That's why they really are not high draft picks. A lot of these running backs get picked in the 3rd round, 4th round. You know,
Yeah.
very rare when there's a 1st round pick a running back because they, you know, I mean, it's
They got short careers.
Exactly.
But they're very important, though, at the same
Very
time. You know?
But, you know, they're very important. And, you know, like I said, I'm a fan as well. And that kind of like skews my buying.
Of course.
You know, because
it's not strictly business.
Exactly. Like right the last couple of weeks, I've been buying a Sauce Gardner cards for the Jets.
Yeah.
I'm not selling that. I invested a couple $100 of my bankroll in those cards.
I sit on those for a while.
Right. I invested money in, you know, Zach Wilson's cards. I'm going to admit I did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sitting on that. Like,
you're not at a loss with him yet. You got to limbo a little
right.
bit.
Well, the thing is, it wouldn't be smart to sell him now. You know what I mean? Because he's at the lowest point. I'm hoping he could do better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
he might turn it around. Who knows?
Yeah. So Todd Gurley, okay, he played for St. Louis, obviously the Rams. His rookie year, 1,100 yards. His 2nd year, he had 885. His 3rd year, 1,305. 4th year, 1,251. 5th year, 857. They get rid of him. He goes to Atlanta. He rushes for 678 yards. He retired at the age 26. He's out of the league. He hasn't played since 2020.
Yeah, it's crazy. Young to retire. Are you kidding me?
Right. You guys are still on?
Yeah. And now what's his name's asking to drop the link. Yankees is back.
Well, you guys can talk to him.
Can you drop the link?
He's going to come on and then take a phone call.
I don't want to stay on because I don't want them talking and then you guys hear him in the background.
I got to go.
They're quiet right now.
No, I just went and I had to go pick up Adri, so they just walked in.
Oh.
Well, the other one pulled up as I was leaving to go pick up one. And then in a minute, you'll hear them talking their kid talk.
I wish I was friggin' 12, 13 again. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Hey, what's up, little boy? Little dog.
12, 13. Oh, it was a great life.
There he is.
Sorry about that. I'm at work, so I had to take this phone call, man. Sorry. You got
the skills to pay the bills.
All good, Yankees.
Yeah. So, I get a lot of phone calls throughout the day. So,
I do too. Normally, like, they want pizza and shit like that. They think I'm a delivery service.
BK, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, bro. Just chilling. How you doing?
All right, man. Just trying to get through this day.
Yeah,
Carolina Cowboy. Don't be coming in here saying what up to freaking NB. What are you see 3 guys up here? What do we chop liver?
What are we, invisible here?
I know. What am I, a mirage? Nah, what up, Cowboy?
What's up,
Carolina
Cowboy?
Cowboys, good people, man. It's
I
good
know.
people.
I'm just breaking his
We're
chops.
breaking chops. We do that.
Oh no, I got you. But he's good people, man. I like him. Good guy. So Joey, let me ask you. You talked about the Jets earlier. I think Wilson's going to be okay. Just give him a little line. I think he's going to be okay.
He could turn it around.
I think so. BK, I think I was agreeing with BK earlier. I think you give him some time, give him a line. The running back's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you know what? I don't know. Excuse me. I could be wrong, but Carr just don't sit well with me, man.
Well, so what I heard was that he's gonna get like a 2-year deal. I think that it might be worth it because it'll buy Zach Wilson time and maybe he could learn. Because Zach Wilson, the problem is he's not ready right now. And the bigger problem is New York fans, they're not going to wait.
That's what it is.
They
Impatient
wanna
people
get
like
rid
me.
of him already. Yeah, there's no grooming. There's no learning curve.
We're
There's
sick of the nonsense, bro.
Exactly. So it's almost like if they got in Derek Carr for a year or two, he could, get his confidence back because Jets fans, New York fans were not patient at all.
I understand.
Look at Geno
Hard to play
Smith.
for big cities. It is.
Geno Smith is a great example of that. So,
Yeah, I understand. I went to a Jets game a while back, and yeah, they're for real, my friends.
yep.
They're for
Yeah.
real.
And plus, he's a number 2 pick.
Yeah.
He should be, he just, what's up, Nunzio? He just screwed himself.
Nunzio, what's good, bro?
Nunzio, how you doing, my friend? Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm looking at it this way. They got that defense. If they could just get a quarterback that could at least, if that can give them 21 points a game.
Yep.
If the Jets score 21 points, they're going to win a lot of those games. You know what I mean?
Who was your last favorite quarterback on the Jets?
My last favorite quarterback on
the one you had
Jets,
hope in the most?
Mark Sanchez.
Sanchez. Oh my God, I forgot about Sanchez. Wow.
Mark Sanchez.
I actually forgot about him. He was good for a little bit. But he was a disappointment too in the end.
Right. He made it to the AFC Championship 2 years in a row.
Yep. Got to give him that.
I thought for sure he was going to be good. But I'll never forget when he came out, because he left as a junior. His coach, Pete Carroll, when he was at USC, said the dude's not ready. He should have came back to school for another year. He didn't, like Nick Saban would never say that about his quarterbacks. You know what I mean? They're great. You hype them up.
Yeah.
I'm like, he doesn't know what he's talking about because the Jets went to 2 AFC Championship games in his first couple of years. But truth be told, he was right. Sanchez wasn't, look at what his career ended.
They kind of rushed them a little bit. They did.
Ray Lucas, Richard Todd. I like Kenny O'Brien in the 80s.
I like him too. I was fixing to say I like him.
Yeah.
You know
I
who
like
was
those
good?
helmets.
Who don't get credit? Pennington.
Pennington was good too.
He would put finesse on the ball. Like he didn't have a cannon, but he had the right finesse to put the ball where it had to be at all times.
And Vinny Testaverde was my guy.
Oh, my father loved him.
Because
He was
Vinny
the next best thing.
Testaverde, man, 1998, he had a great year. And the next year coming back, man, he tore his Achilles in the first game.
Yep.
And that was it. That was such a downer.
I was impressed this year with Sauce. Sauce was
Oh,
good.
my God. So anyway, this is the Sauce Gardner rookie right here.
Oh, come on. Wow.
This is the Sauce Gardner rookie right here. This is one.
How you?
Oh,
how'd
I
you
got
get
an
those,
awesome
man?
Sauce Gardner. I got a Sauce Gardner auto.
How'd you get
Number
those?
5. eBay.
Wow.
So you bought those all separate and single, not like in a pack. You didn't get them in.
No packs.
Wow. Yeah, he's pretty salty, man. Sauce is pretty salty, yeah.
You know,
Hey,
they
I'm
put
not going to
gold on
ask you,
for a
but
while.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, BK.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not going to ask you, but I can imagine those were pretty pennies.
Actually, I'm going to be 110% honest with you. Okay. Yes and no. Because when I'm on eBay, it's very, very time consuming. It's not as simple as you think because the best deals you're going to get are with auctions when you bid on it.
Yeah.
Right? Because the buy it now price on a lot of cards, the bid starts at $5. If you want to buy it now, you pay 20.
Yeah. Well, if you bid on it, you have the better chance of getting it at the lower price.
But if you're going to bid on it, you got to be in the bidding game.
Yep,
So when that listing is getting down to the end,
yeah,
you got to be on there, and it's a strategy that's involved with it.
yep.
My strategy is I make sure that the listings that I'm looking at, they end at a certain time.
Yeah, so you have to drop the amount the last second, that final price.
The thing is, when the auction ends at like 12 noon, well, you know what? The majority of America is up at 12 p.m. Eastern time. You know what I mean? It's 9 in the West Coast, but
Yeah.
But 4 or 5 in the morning, who's really up watching cards, watching the auction end? And that's how I've gotten my best deals. Because
Being the early bird. The early bird always gets the worm.
yeah, and because they got a lot of people are sleeping. If you outbid them, well, guess what? Normally what they're gonna do is outbid you. But if they're sleeping, they
You got to
can't.
catch them sleeping,
You know
in
what I
other words.
or whatever it is. Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm creeping while you're sleeping type thing. You know what I mean?
Waiting in the bushes.
Yeah, exactly. You're snoozing and you're losing. You know what I mean? So that is where the card business becomes a little more difficult. But that's how you make the money.
Yeah, so there is a strategy to it. There's
There's
like
a
anything else.
strategy to it. Yeah, there's a strategy, but the strategy is a little time consuming. You got to be in it to win it, basically.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
but it's like I got this Mike Tyson. I just started getting into boxing cards.
Yeah, that's a cool card right there. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's nice.
I got a Tyson Fury card coming too.
Okay.
Now,
Hey,
if you
my
look
birthday's
on,
coming up, baby. So I wouldn't mind one. My birthday's coming up.
He expects a
Well,
few cards
listen,
in the mail,
what I'm thinking is I had something in mind because I figured, well, his birthday's got to be sometime this year, right? I don't know the date, so let me plan. Maybe. So I have this card that is you're gonna love it. It's a 2017 Sam Darnold rookie card. What do you think, man? Just for
Thank
you.
Yeah, I
Sam
appreciate
Darnold.
it. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. I better go to Mickey D's, man.
There you listen. You want some Zach Wilson cards? Let me know.
Yeah, I better get a pair of 10. No, probably just the laces. No.
Yeah. That's the thing about the cards, though, that people don't realize is, it's hit and miss.
Yeah,
it's like
hit and
everything
miss.
else.
Exactly. Hit and miss. But I think I don't know, they can do something on the defense too, but I'm still gonna be like BK. I'm still gonna say Zach Wilson, but I understand New York fans, they want to win championships yesterday. I get that.
Been so
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But real quick before I forget, because I'm gonna have to go a little bit. What do you think about the Durant trade?
What do I think about the Durant
Now,
trade?
before you answer that, you remember we said that we thought he was going to go with his boy.
Kyrie, right?
Exactly. And boy, that blew us out of the water.
Yeah, but you know what? He's unsigned Kyrie.
Oh, okay.
This is his last. He's on an expiring contract.
Okay.
So yeah, they might be separated for 3 months, but who knows? Maybe he goes to Dallas. KD, who knows? Maybe Kyrie comes to Phoenix, because honestly, how many years does Chris Paul have left? With these guys, you never
Yeah, he's
know.
probably on his way out now.
Yeah.
So the only thing about Kevin Durant is he's 34 years old. He's going to be 35. He's still great, but it's a risk, But once he left Brooklyn, Kyrie, I knew KD was leaving, and I think it's great they didn't even really give up much, Phoenix.
Yeah. Babe, did you watch the dunk contest?
I watched the dunk contest.
What do you think about the kid?
Great.
Unbelievable.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that's a little, so this who really won thing, right? Truth be told, there's my eye is on a bigger prize with the Who Really Won boxing streams, because there's so many other things where it's like the decisions are like, what? So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? Maybe at some point we score these dunk contests. You know what I mean? Because it's like, who really won? Obviously this year, he won, Mac McClung. But when Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine were going at it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. A lot of people think that Aaron Gordon won those dunk contests when he was jumping over the guy on roller skates and he was doing 360s behind his back or whatever, So I was thinking maybe the Who Really Won brand would expand to, a dunk contest or, a freaking anything where the decision is a little bit where there's judges involved, basically. MMA. We haven't talked about MMA, but because MMA, there's
so many good fights that were close that you could judge with MMA. Yeah. Come on.
Like for example, one that sticks out in my mind is Volkanovski against Holloway, the second fight.
There you go.
I think Holloway won that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I really do. But they gave it to Volkanovski.
Well, because he's the champion.
Right, but then
you got to take the champ's belt.
Has John Jones lost? You know what I mean? Like, we got to look into that maybe, because there's been some close fights.
Oh, yeah. Like when he fought, what's his name? Gustafson.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Didn't they fight twice?
They did. The second time he beat Gustafson, clearly.
Yep.
That was too close.
So what, we could do that.
Mm-hmm.
But a dunk contest, shit, I would love to do the Dominique versus Jordan.
That would be cool, doing like the old school dunk contests.
Yeah.
Classic ones.
Because what a lot of people don't know is that in 1988, I don't know if you know this, in Chicago, when Dominique and Michael Jordan went head to head, okay, on Jordan's last dunk from the free throw line, he missed the first attempt. They don't show that. They never show it in the highlights. It's always this, when they replay the dunk contest, it's always him gliding in the air. Now, truthfully, I feel if you miss it the first time, it's going to be the second time. It's hard to, like Shaquille O'Neal. He says you got to make it on the first time. Maybe he's right.
That should have something to do with the scoring a little bit, you're saying, in other words.
It might, skew it a little bit.
It should tarnish you a little bit, yeah.
Maybe not, but it's something to think about. You know what I mean? And that, but then again, there was a lot of money behind Jordan winning that dunk contest.
Oh, yeah. That was the man.
It was in Chicago. He's the MVP. You know what I mean? He's everything. So it's very, very interesting to, and there's so many other things, like the holding penalty in the Super Bowl.
That was crazy.
I mean, yeah, he held them. But he didn't hold them any more than they held the whole game. They could have let that, they could have, I hate it when there's
a certain times you got to know when to make that move and when to let something slide, And
that would be the one situation where that goes. I don't even know if he would have if he could have caught the ball. I thought if you didn't have a chance at it, then you held, it's a no call.
Mm-hmm.
But, things are changing. There's a lot of rule changes in baseball now. You hear about that, Yankees?
Yeah. I'm not sure about all that.
No more shifting anymore.
No, I like that. I do like that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I like that.
The 15-second pitch count thing where, they got 15 seconds to pitch. Yeah. I think that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm good with
Some of those guys, man, they sit there for 2 minutes before they throw a pitch.
What do you think about this shift, BK? Do you like it or not?
Honestly, I'm not qualified really to answer that. I haven't followed baseball in so long, bro.
Right.
Okay.
It's been a while.
What do you think, Bay? What do you think about the shift?
I think that I don't know if I agree with that because baseball is a game of strategy. So basically what it is, Mike, is, with analytics and like, every pitch is monitored, every at bat someone has is monitored.
Yeah.
What the shift is, like, there's certain people that only hit the ball, let's say they hit a lot of their balls to like the left side of the infield, let's say.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So if a guy is hitting, out of 100 hits, let's say 90 of them, I'm just throwing out a number, to the left side of the infield, they do this thing called the shift, where they move it.
Oh, they move the outfield.
Well, no, they move an infielder over, or they could move an outfielder in, but they
Yeah.
normally don't do that. They normally take they would take the second baseman or whatever and shift him,
So wait, they want to take that away?
They want to take that away
That's
where you
stupid.
can't do the shift anymore.
That's
You
stupid,
gotta
'cause if
play right.
That's using your brain in the game to know where a guy usually hits and trying to use some strategy. I think that's stupid to take that away.
Right.
Definitely.
And then shame on you if you can only hit to one side. That's what practice is. That's what,
Yeah, that's true too. You got to know how to place the ball when you know.
So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, Bayes, I didn't grow up with analytics, and I ain't gonna have it now.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm the old school.
That's part of what,
Yeah, I'm the
baseball
old,
is now. It's all analytics.
I don't want to play with robots out there. Okay, but I understand. I understand what you're saying. You're a professional athlete, baseball player. You should be able to hit the ball where I get that.
Yep.
That same token, I want to see some offense, my friend.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, Judge making the money he's making, and when I go to another game, I want him to take me out to McDonald's at least. I want fucking 100 home runs every gosh damn year.
Yep.
Well, yeah, for what he's making, right?
Okay. Yeah, he's making a little bit more money than one of those cards that's Joey's holding. Not much, but a little
Not
bit.
much.
Okay.
I think he's underpaid for what he did.
Now,
With-
Bayes, he's got, he's going to wear the C, right?
Yeah, that I'm not sure if I agree with that, but
Yeah, I'm not sure with that either. Jeter
because
was
he
not
hasn't
up
done
there happy
anything in
with
the
that.
playoffs.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything in the playoffs.
Yes, and he's going to have to improve a lot more everywhere around. And don't get me wrong, he's a good athlete, good baseball player, but for that kind of money, he's going to have to do a lot better, in my opinion, in the playoffs.
Yep.
And Ken, I'm not a New Yorker. I'm in Texas, but gosh damn it, I'm tired of not winning the World Series. I'm a Yankee for life, always. So yes, I can imagine what y'all fellas put up with.
See, why I'm okay with the Yankees not winning as much is because I got to see, 5 championships, which is great. The Knicks, could I get a Knicks? Could I get a Jets? I mean, so it's like
At least, yeah, you want to see that in
I
your
want
life.
it more balanced. I would like for the Jets to win one and the Knicks to win one. More so than the Yankees win another one. If I had to pick out of the 3, I'd probably want the Knicks and then the Jets. But
It would be nice to see the Jets win a Super Bowl.
what's crazy is my brother, he's going to be 40 this year, my brother. My brother has, he started liking baseball when the Yankees started winning World Series. You want to talk about someone that's free? I mean, he's just had the best.
Yeah. He's a happy sports fan.
Exactly. I like the Yankees when in the 80s with Don Mattingly and, Roberto Kelly and those guys, Dave Winfield. Could you imagine how spoiled he is? All he's seen is winning.
Yep.
What's up, ALR?
Yo, the Yankees just put a lot of money into their team. That's what they do.
But not as much as the Mets.
Oh, the Mets put more. Actually, yeah, this year especially, right? They
Mets
put a lot.
more. I think the Mets payroll is $400 million this year.
Oh.
They signed Verlander 2 years, $85 million.
Dang.
Yeah.
But I think if the old man was alive, I think we would have won more still. That's just me. I think these guys are a little soft. Cashman, been there 26 years. It's time to go. I'm not happy with Cashman. I don't like Junior. So
Yeah.
I don't know. And you know what? Just me, the coach, forget about it. No. Sorry.
I
But
gotta be honest with you. Like, why did we get rid of Joe Girardi again? Can someone explain that to me? What? Because a couple of players thought he was too hard of a coach?
exactly my point.
That's what you need. You need somebody to put a little pressure on you. You know?
Right. Like they got rid of him for what reason?
Yeah, my
Well,
point.
You know, Aaron Boone, like my brother hates him. Like he's not a maybe he's a good manager or whatever, but some of the moves he makes, I cannot believe some of his substitutions and who he puts in. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable, you know.
And they re-signed him, babe. They re-signed him.
Yeah.
That's what makes me sick.
No credentials.
Yeah, I like Girardi. I don't understand that. I don't understand it. It makes me sick. But we'll see what happens this year. I'm excited. I'm ready for the
It
season
started
to start.
soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's starting up. It's going to be interesting this year. I mean, honestly, Houston has our number, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, the road to the Super World Series through Houston. Unfortunately, it's gonna be that way for a little bit. But let me ask both of y'all gentlemen something because I'm fixing to have to leave. This is off the subject. I've been to New York several times, of course, as a tourist and what have you. Of course, y'all gentlemen live there. But I'm planning on going back. My brother and his wife never been, so we're gonna go together in December. I think I told you that. I'd like to meet up with y'all if I can. Well,
Definitely.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Arthur Avenue in the Bronx,
Mm-hmm.
good restaurants, correct?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Let me be 112%.
That's all Italian over there.
Okay.
Arthur Avenue has great restaurants. Arthur Avenue is very Italian, but Joey Mascola has never been to a restaurant on Arthur Avenue.
I haven't been in a long time.
But they're good, I'm understanding.
Great.
Is that like mom and pop type restaurants?
Is that what?
Like mom and pop type, like old school restaurant? Not where tourists.
It's just fine Italian cuisine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
Real
exactly.
deal stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like more authentic stuff. But like, you know,
ingredients from Italy, you know.
Like I would say if you really wanted to go somewhere, we would go to Mulberry Street. To me, that would be like I've been I go there plenty of times.
Yeah, Danico's there. Yeah.
You're probably better off with Manhattan.
Yeah. We've been to
I want it,
Danico's. Excuse me?
I would love to go to Arthur Avenue, but I just haven't got around to it.
Okay.
You know, when you live on Staten Island, and like, you know, Mike knows, we only go to certain areas, you know.
Brooklyn. Even the city's rare sometimes, you know, it's when you gotta go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, I've been to Danico several times in Little Italy. I like it.
Oh, Danico, I love that's my favorite spot, Danico.
Yeah, it's awesome. So we're gonna try to go there now. We're gonna try to do Spark Steakhouse, but let me ask you, Peter Luger in Brooklyn. What about it?
Oh, it's excellent.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been there 2 or 3 times. Yep. It really is good.
It is good.
I learned how to eat a steak going there. I used to get my steaks well done.
Yeah.
I told my buddy who brought me there, John Fest, he's like, how do you like your steak? I said, well done. He's like, all right, just let him know. The German,
take offense to that shit.
Wanted to cut my head off.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, you don't do that. Yeah, I heard.
He said, get the F out of here. But he didn't say F. He said, get the F-U-C-K out of here. And he explained to me, nah, you don't do that. He's like, I'll bring it to you. And
I'm trying to tell you that it's more tasty when the blood is in there a little bit.
You know what? It was. I got to admit.
It is. I like it medium rare. You know, I'm good with that.
I'm more medium well. I don't like seeing the blood, but it is more tasty. And I got to be honest with you. My whole life, I've been eating steaks well done. You kill the steak.
Yeah, I mean, you do, but it does taste good. You know, it's a preference.
It makes you like shoe leather. So.
All right. Staten Island. Good restaurants, obviously, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. So we can't go wrong if we go there.
No, we come out here to go to Denoise or something.
Yeah, I'm not saying we wouldn't go to Arthur Avenue.
Anywhere you want, Yankees.
Okay. Well,
yeah, you let us know.
You're the guys that live there. I mean, I've been to New York several times, but obviously y'all grew up.
We
and
could do a
raised
good
there,
place
so-
in Brooklyn, even. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You're coming in December?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Danico has the outdoor patio. I normally go there in the summer because I like to sit outside.
Yeah.
Winter, it's probably not going to be, open. So, but there's other places.
Well, sometimes they have those heated little tents out there and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Right. As a matter of fact, my uncle was there a few years ago, and who walks in? The El Capitan himself, Derek Jeter.
Okay, listen, I'm sorry, but my Wi-Fi went bad. So can you say what you just said? I didn't hear a word you said. I was losing.
My uncle, what got me going to Danico was my uncle Steve. He calls me up one day and he's like, I'm in Danico, and who walks in is El Capitan, Derek Jeter.
Wow.
And that's the kind of stuff that
Yeah,
can
he
happen in New York.
yeah.
You never
He was
see
a few tables away. He was in freaking sandals with no socks on, Derek Jeter.
Now let me ask you this. So I like Joey Diaz. I'm sure y'all know who I'm talking
Oh,
about.
he's funny, yeah.
So he's from Jersey, right? He's from, and every time I watch his podcast and stuff, he says Jersey has really good food over there. Have y'all been? And I believe
There's some places, in Jersey that have
Yeah.
good food,
Yep.
but I don't. He says where he's from. I'm close to Hoboken. I don't remember where.
Hoboken.
Hoboken.
Yeah.
Okay. Somewhere around. But anyway, he says that good Italian restaurants around there. Have you ever been
Yeah.
around?
There's good places there. I haven't been in a while, but there is.
Okay.
You
But
know who would know about those restaurants? Tommy Stiggs. I don't know if
yeah, I know the Playboy Tommy. Yeah.
yeah, he's from Belleville, I think.
Yeah, he's from Belleville. Yeah.
Yeah, good restaurants there. I mean, it's
Okay.
I go there like there's a couple of places out there that
I mean, I still feel like you're not going to beat New York when it comes to food.
exactly. Like it depends on what you want. I go to Jersey to get like Arby's and shit we can't get over here.
Yeah, just like exactly. Yep.
If I'm going to a steakhouse or Italian food, I probably wouldn't go there because there's places around here.
So you want to laugh? You know where we should go one day? It's right over there on Victory Boulevard, the West Shore Inn.
Oh, I used to love.
They got good steaks in there and everything.
Yep, that's another good place.
Yep.
Old school.
Now I've been to John's Pizza and Ray's Pizza. So what's the best pie for y'all?
Where?
What I like the best?
I've been to John's and Ray's Pizza before.
Okay.
But I'm asking y'all, where's the best pie for y'all?
Danino's. You got
Yeah,
there's a lot of places by me that I like. That people.
Brothers is good too.
Brothers is excellent.
Okay.
But I gotta be honest with you, it's like my Aunt Donna lives off Bloomingdale Road.
Mm-hmm.
If I say, Aunt Donna, what's good pizza? She's gonna tell me this place off of Bloomingdale Road. I mean, it all, like
Monty has great pizza. Mona Lisa, great pizza.
Right. Like I live on the North Shore, so I'm leaning more towards like Danino's or Brothers, you know what I mean?
Okay.
They're all, I mean, each
they're all
neighborhood
good pizza.
has-
It's all good pizza that are in competition with each other. You're not going to get bad pizza out here.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're just going to get the best.
Yeah,
All different grades of the best.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I think, yeah. I
Ryan,
think go ahead, Joey.
the kid Ryan that I used to be friends with, Lucido. I mean, he has it's called New Park in Howard Beach. Or
Yeah.
I think it's Howard Beach or Ozone. Pizza.
Okay.
He said that was good over there?
Yeah, that's the best over there. You know, they all have.
Everybody has their spot that they, prefer or whatever.
Let me ask you this. I know may sound a little funny. I watched this show called East New York. Have you seen it on TV?
Oh yeah, the cop show.
Okay, so
Jimmy Schmitz is on it.
exactly. So is that a really true area there in New York, East New York?
I never seen the show.
And it's pretty bad, I understand.
East New York is bad. Oh, Brooklyn?
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
Okay.
He's a rapper. Uncle Murder, his name is. He's a rapper. He's from there. Listen to his music. That'll tell you about
That's
East New
where
York.
Tyson is from.
Brownsville.
Tyson's from East New York, Brownsville.
Brownsville. Yep.
Okay. Now, Joey, I
But
told you a while.
the way it is now is nothing that like it was in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Yeah.
You know, I mean, the areas back then, I mean, just like it's inhumane, basically.
Joey, I know I said this before to you, and this is the first time I've ever talked to BK on a panel, but have y'all ever go to Harlem and eat any food over there?
No.
I've been to Harlem plenty of times. I was working jobs in the city.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a place called the Kitchenette there.
Is that like a chicken place, right? Or something?
Kitchenette is like
I know what you're talking about.
it's close to the Columbia University.
Yeah, yep. And it's good. The food is good there too.
It's like a kind of hole in the wall, but it's really good food.
Mm-hmm.
Really good food. Yeah.
Yeah.
We tried to go breakfast there. Go ahead.
What's up?
Go ahead,
I'm
Joey.
sorry.
Go ahead,
You
Joe.
know, what I was saying is like it's different now, but like 20, 30 years ago, like to go to Harlem, like normally I would want to go with someone who's from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
like-
almost being in LA,
Right.
Compton, where you need, a little.
Right. Exactly. Like my brother who lives in Vegas, he's not my blood brother, but we're brothers. He's black. He's from Bed-Stuy.
You got to check in.
So when he comes to New York, I'll go meet him there. Now I would never go there alone. You know, like, but I go with him and hang out in the park or with his homies or whatever, and he vouches for me, and it's all good. That's how New York used to be. So you really don't find, people
It's a different animal. If they don't know you over there, you're food.
Yeah.
That's it.
You could have a problem on your hands.
Yeah.
Like that was a big thing in the 80s was like, you really didn't want to 80s, early 90s, like be careful where you're walking. You know what I mean? Because if you're not from that area, it could be a problem. So,
Yeah, we when we went, this is a couple of years back, and we were just walking and walking. We were everywhere. We ended up in Washington Park there by NYU.
Mm-hmm.
And before you know it, we didn't realize it, but whereas in Harlem, the only reason I knew that is because of the comedian place. What's the name of it? Where they have all the comedy shows. The famous.
I know what you're talking about.
Gosh damn it. What is it called?
Like Rodney Dangerfield and all that.
Yeah.
I forget the name right now. I know what you're talking about.
But it's the famous comedian show.
It's like the Laugh Factory or something? No, that's in LA. That's in LA.
No, that's in LA. Gosh damn it.
what is it? A comedy club?
Yeah, it's
Comedy
a comedy club.
Yeah.
It's the famous one where Red Fox, everybody,
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like on my tongue. I know what you're talking about.
But anyway, so we were walking, beautiful day, right? We're walking and my
the
wife,
Apollo. There you go. BK Skip.
there you go. There you go. So my wife goes, I wonder where we're at. And I looked up and I said, oh shit, yeah, I know where we're at now. Let's keep this stepping. But
Yeah.
it
The
was good.
Apollo was more than just a comedy club, though.
Okay, I didn't
Singing,
know.
yeah.
dancing.
Singing,
Yeah.
everything.
Thank you.
But
BK
New York
Skip.
definitely, like, I would go meet my bro. His family lives off Nostrand and Quincy in the projects. And I would go down there, and I'm walking up to where him and all his boys are. And it's like, yo, what the fuck do you want? What are you doing here? And then my bro's like, nah, man, that's my boy. He's Italian from Staten Island. Oh, and then they
probably thought you were a
me-
cop.
know what I
You know what I'm
mean?
saying? Like, yo,
But
this white
before
boy's a
that,
cop.
it's like, before that, it's like, I never seen like people on a street corner drinking 40, smoking weed. The cops pull up on them and they tell the cop, get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
the cops are scared to get out of the car.
Leave. I witnessed that with my eyes.
Oh, I have to.
Like, yo, get the fuck out of here. You know where those gunshots are coming from. And it was just like, boom. It was just crazy. Like, it's a whole different world out there.
There's certain parts of the streets, the beast don't want a part of.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like, you gotta be very, very careful about, like,
And one
Like-
other thing, I'm fixing to have to go, but I appreciate y'all letting me on. But let me say this. Let me ask you, whenever the Jets are playing at home, the Giants are somewhere else, or vice versa, obviously, because they play in the same field there in MetLife. So on any given Sunday during football season, would there always be a Jets game there in MetLife or a Giants game?
I'm not sure. Joey would probably know that more. You there, Joe?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I got a phone call.
Okay.
What's up? What'd you say?
I said I understand. Obviously, the Jets and Giants play in the same field, the MetLife. I get that, but during football season, on any given Sunday, would there be a game there with the Giants or the Jets?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so
Yep.
when I go, there will be a game, and I'll be there. Okay,
Definitely.
definitely
Yeah.
be there, regardless.
There's not gonna. It's very rare if there's 2 away games. Maybe if one team is playing in London or whatever.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But
Hopefully
they
not.
normally set it up to where, like, you're never gonna see them play on the same day at home. But they,
No, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely not. No.
right. So
But anyway, hey, I got to go, gentlemen. Thank you, Joey Bake and BK. Like always, it's a pleasure talking to y'all, man.
Take
Listen,
care, Yankees. It was good talking to you, bro.
did you talk to Todd?
Yeah, I actually tried to call him just a while ago. I think he left a message. I fixed to call him back. But yeah, I'll get up with him.
I'm gonna tell him to.
Yeah,
give
that's
you
what I was
my
going to say.
info. I'll do that now.
Yeah, I was going
And
to say that.
you can hit me up or whatever.
Yeah.
And,
But when I go there, I like to see both of y'all. We can meet up and I pay for the food. Y'all do not pay for the food.
Nah, don't worry about that. But we'll definitely link up. Just get in contact
Listen.
with Joe, and I'm there.
if you're paying for the food, tell me where.
No, you pick the place because y'all know, and I pay for the food. But what I want is some really good Italian food.
And you want to know who's going to come to this meal? We'll be driving New York with Skip.
Okay, that's no problem. Skip's invited.
I went out to lunch with Skip.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I'm pissed off that I missed that today.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fine. But I will say this. I don't know where Coltrane lives, but if he lives around there, you're not invited, Coltrane. You hear me?
Yeah.
You're not invited because as soon as I have a chance, we're gonna be breaking your balls too, my friend. I seen what you're writing in the chat. I seen that.
Right.
You're not gonna get away with that, Joey. You can't let him get away with that either. Coltrane tries to bust balls every now and then.
Yeah, and Deuce 5, okay? So what I found out is you gotta let us know when you're going on vacation. That's when Yankees is gonna come in that week that you're on vacation. So
Okay.
keep us posted on when your next family vacation is.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Actually, I'm fixing to be going here pretty soon in April.
If Deuce 5 comes, he's got to pay. Mike, we'll be walking away with how many meals with these guys? Forget about it. It'd be great.
Jesus, we're going to the best place. We're going to get dessert, everything. It's on them.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, it's no problem. You don't understand. It's not
Yankees. We're joking around, bro.
I
We'll
know.
worry about that when the day comes. But we definitely want to meet up with you, and have a meal or whatever.
Yeah, and then I don't even worry about shit like that. That's neither here nor there. I promise when I say that. So,
No doubt, bro.
but if I don't like the meal, I'm gonna be upset. So it's on y'all now. It's on y'all, okay?
Now, don't worry.
Now you gotta remember. When we do this, I'm bringing my wife, I'm bringing my brother, I'm bringing my sister-in-law, I'm bringing my nephew, and his girlfriend. You understand?
Listen, when you look, I don't know what your nationality is, but when you get through with us, you're going to be Italian. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
It'll be great. So you'll be an honorary Italian for the week. Don't worry.
And you won't be able to eat the Italian food where you live anymore.
Exactly.
It'll be strictly in New York from then on.
Yep.
Hey.
We'll get you some Zeppeli, sausage and peppers. We'll get you everything.
That's what I'm talking about. Because I tell you what, the very first time I went to New York and I ate the pie there and I came back to Texas, I said, you got to be freaking kidding me. I'm not eating this pie.
It's different, bro. People don't realize,
It's
And you know what? Where is that prick? What does he do? He's always telling me to come into his show, but he never comes to mine. Let me text him now.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a little while. He pops in
he
and out
must
like
be
an
pissed.
Angels chat. I've seen him. That's about it.
Yeah.
He's a good dude,
gets
though, Todd
mad.
Father. I like
He
him.
gets mad because I call him Chef Boyardee. I don't know. He's very
Yeah.
Well, he's a real cook,
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's I believe he's working tonight. I tried calling him earlier, he didn't answer, so I want to cuss him out the next time I talk to him. You know?
Yeah, he's a real cook, all right. He works a freaking Pizza Hut, a real cook.
Yeah, Chef Boyardee. That's
Chefing
good.
up
I'm
that
gonna have to
Domino's.
I'm gonna have
Chef
to remember that.
Boyardee.
Yeah, he
Yep,
is a little round, right? He's a little bit thick, I think.
Mm.
But anyway, again, man, appreciate y'all gentlemen letting me on, and we'll talk again.
No problem,
Most
brother. It was good
definitely.
talking
Get
to
in
you.
touch with Todd.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I sure
he is
will.
sleeping. Yep. All right, have a good one, man.
Likewise, y'all do the same.
Take care, Yankees. Be safe.
My phone is getting bad.
What do you mean?
Like I plug it in to the charger, and it's like, oh, fast charging will be full in 36 hours and 8 minutes.
36 hours.
Yeah, then I adjust it. Now it's an hour and 38 minutes. It could be the wire.
It could be the wire, 1000%. Yep.
Yeah, but
or the battery on the phone. But you're gonna have to narrow it down, change the wire, and see what happens.
The other thing is, like, if you call me and you're on like regular phone, it'll just go on speakerphone.
Oh, that's weird. That's
it's
weird.
just, yeah, it's weird. It does some stupid things. I wonder if it's all that porn sites I was going
Yeah,
on.
no, you know what? Is it outdated a little bit? Did they put out a new one yet?
Yeah.
Sometimes
This is. Oh yeah. This is.
they scramble up the software so your phone won't be able to keep
Right.
up. That's what they do on purpose.
Right. This is a Samsung Galaxy Note 9, and I've had it for like 4 years, but I love it. I seen this thing. It's a charger. I have the name of it right here because I took a picture of it. It's like $40 for this charger, and it talks about exactly what you say. It's called Quick Charge Pro.
Yeah.
And it charges your phone 40% faster. So that means it takes an hour. It takes an hour and 30 minutes normally for my phone to go from like 5% to 100.
Mm-hmm.
It talks about, it helps. I don't know how it does this, but it helps how they put those programs in that you're saying.
Yeah.
That like, F with the phone, so they make you get another one. It says it helps with that. It's called Quick Charge Pro. I'm going to send you the link. It has a little like 30-second thing. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I never heard of it. I got to read about it.
It's like a fast charger. It's $37 for one of them, but it's like supposed to be.
Is it one of those chargers where you just lay the phone down on top of it and you don't even plug it in? No,
it's not that one. No, I had one of them. The problem is I have a OtterBox on mine. It won't work.
Yeah. Me too. So.
You know what I mean? So that's a pain in the ass. Because that would be good because sometimes the port gets worn out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for keep plugging it, unplugging it. Then you pick up your phone when it's plugged in and bend the port.
Yep. So, but yeah, I got to hit the road.
It was a good show.
Yeah, with 3 hours. So
yep.
We were going on for an hour. Thank everyone for coming on, and thank you, Mike.
No problem. Anytime. You know that.
And we got to set up another lunch date.
Definitely.
Yeah, he hit me early. He's a working man. You know what I mean? So, and it was
let me know last minute. I would have been there. You know that. Just by the time I would have been able to get up, walk the dog, shower, get ready, I would have been rushing like a maniac.
By the time you shower, put on your makeup, you know what I mean? Like, it takes 2 hours to get ready. So, it's like I go in the shower. I'm in the shower for 38 minutes. I'm like,
I take long showers too.
Yeah. I don't even have hair, and I'm in there for 38 minutes. But if you come in, like, I don't have hair, but I have shampoo, conditioner.
He shampoos his bald head.
I got all this stuff, man. Everything. Neutrogena, freaking body wash.
Bro, you shampoo your mustache, bro. Come on.
Exactly. I got all this stuff, but no hair. So, like, seriously, like, it's just amazing. Like the shave cream I have in there and the Cremo body wash, and it's like you think I'm a lady, you know what I mean? But
it's good to take care of yourself, though. The ladies like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the thing is, I don't want to be walking around smelling like onions and garlic,
Exactly.
We gotta cover up that must.
I'd rather smell like Dove soap rather than a big
You
onion
know how
bagel.
me and you rock the cologne, you know what I mean? So you take a bath in it, but make
Yo, I
sure
just
it
got
like,
a good cologne I bought like recently. Givenchy Gentleman. Oh man,
never heard of it.
unbelievable.
I heard of Givenchy. I know that. Yeah.
Well, Givenchy, it's really
Yeah,
pronounced.
same thing, right?
Yeah, it's not.
Exactly. See, me personally, I find it hard to get newer stuff. Like I'm rolling with Escape,
Bro, I still
Polo.
like Fahrenheit. Remember that?
Fahrenheit's good. I mean, Escape, Obsession, Eternity.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like I would
Those are
have
all
to
good though.
smell it. I would have to smell it on someone, you know, because it's a risk basically.
Well,
I mean,
cologne settles different on everybody, on different people. It
it
settles
does.
different. Some people carry cologne good, like it just takes to their body better. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, like I'm a Old Spice type of guy.
Old
I
Spice,
like
huh?
Old Spice. Yeah. You know, the Dapper Don Angel said that he was gray flannel. And I like gray flannel.
Well, that's
I
old
have
school
it.
stuff. Gray flannel, jeez.
Yeah, I remember that. It, you know, what's
That was like
great
rubbing
about
alcohol.
but what's great about the colognes is I'll smell a certain cologne, it'll take me back to like the 80s. Because
Yep.
like my uncles used to wear
Exactly. It brings
Gray
you back to a
Flannel, my
time.
Uncle Mike, or he used to wear Pierre Cardin, you know what I mean? Shit like that. We would never buy it now, but when you're a kid, like, man, that smelled good.
It's still,
So,
yeah, it brings you back to a certain time period where it's like good memories to you, you know?
exactly.
Music
Like,
does the same thing.
music, exactly. Yep, music. The Brooklyn days. It's like I have this soundtrack of Brooklyn. I call it, you know, because
Yep.
like I'll hear certain songs, and you know, like I
Remind you
know
of growing up.
exactly because I like know where the songs are coming from because my uncle was a DJ, and my uncle like was listening to like you know mixing Madonna records and
Yeah, all that
Culture
freestyle
Club and,
stuff. And
you know, before that. But I guarantee you in 1985 and 86, when LL Cool J came out and then the Beastie Boys, that was it for me. Like, you know, I wasn't with Run DMC or whatever, but the Beastie Boys, forget about it. That was it. So,
yeah.
Cletus, thank you, Cletus.
Cletus, you behaving?
Cletus is behaving. Coach
Being a
Rain,
good boy today.
that's my main thing, the green bottle. I rock it now, the green
Oh, it's
bottle.
old. That's good. That's a timeless smell, you know?
Yeah, I wear that all the time.
Polo Sport is good too, actually. The blue
I
one.
like Polo Sport. I got that. I got Polo Purple Label. That's good. Yeah, I got a lot of cologne. You know, when you're Italian, it's like, you know, your family, they get you gifts for Christmas. They give you cologne.
Do you wear Paul Sebastian?
Paul Sebastian, I have that too.
That's the shit. I love that stuff still.
Paul Sebastian. I literally probably have 100 bottles of cologne. And not like I have English leather. You know what I mean? I have chaps.
Yeah, you got like all the.
I
the
have
colognes.
like freaking Aqua Velva aftershave. You know,
Aqua Velva.
Like, yeah, it's like the old school shit.
Joey
like,
still got Brute.
I have Brute. I love Brute. Like the Brute aftershave and the green bottle. Oh, forget. I even like the Brute
brings
cologne.
back memories, like that smell. You know,
Curve. I have Curve.
Curve was good.
Curve. Yeah, I have so much shit. That yeah, Nicole Miller. I have can't even think. I have all the polos. I have the polo. I have Polo #2, which is like the red bottle with the big pony on it. I have that.
Jean Paul Gaultier is good.
I don't have Jean Paul Gaultier.
That's pretty good cologne. It's old school though.
And if you like, like the green polo. I have it in each floor of my house, basically. And I have one in my car. Now, there's 3 bottles of cologne that I have in my car right now. And it's the green Polo bottle, Calvin Klein Escape.
Yeah.
And what's the third one?
You see that green polo? You got to know how to wear that green polo. You can't put that on heavy. You got to put that on very light.
It's
strong. Too strong. Yeah. It settles down very nice, the smell. That's why you got to go light with it, you know?
Yeah. I like the, you know, like I'm the old school with that because
Mhm.
like you said, it's the cologne smell different on different people.
They do.
I go off compliments. If people say that's good, then I'm like, okay, because I really can't smell it as much on myself.
Yeah, because you get used to it when it's constantly on your body.
I could smell it on my clothes, like at the end of the day
Yup.
when you take it off.
It'll make
get
your
that
room or
light.
something like smell like the
Exactly,
cologne. Yeah.
exactly, like you get it, if I have cologne on, and I'm petting my dogs or whatever, they'll have that smell on them, and other
Mhm.
people be like, "Yo, I smell," I can't smell that. I guess I'm
You get immune to it.
Exactly. So I got to hit the road. Thank you guys.
Thank you,
Love
everybody, for watching.
Yankees for life. Deuce 5. Carol, we love you. Cletus, we won't hold those comments against you. Lauren, Lee, Kane Shades, BK Skip, BK Vinny, BK Mike, BK this, BK that. If we all go out, I'm the only one without BK in the name. It's like all of them. It's like they're all brothers. BK Vinny, BK
BK Bay 8th.
Exactly. So now we got to have a battle. Who's the top BK? Yeah, that would be a good one.
I mean, come on. I'm the top BK in town. We all know that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Edwin Jimenez, Nunzio. Shout out to Nunzio. I talked to him the other night.
Have you? We got to link up with him too when he comes out here. I've been wanting to, hang out with the kid for a while. I missed him a few times when he came out.
I'm in CVS the other night. I'm talking to him, and I look next to me, and you know who I seen? Uncle Nino. Uncle Nino Giamo, Vinny's uncle from.
Oh, he was there. I just seen the kid's father the other day.
Yeah, the hair. He cuts hair, Vinny. Vinny.
He recommended me this stuff for hair and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh, I want you to start coming to me for haircuts." I'm not. He's a good guy, but I'm not going for haircuts. I go to a certain place. You know what I mean?
He's in the mall still, right?
Yeah. That's somewhere I go. Like if I need something quick haircut where I can't get to my guy right there.
Yeah, I like Vinny Senior's good.
But he's good people. The guy,
Uncle
gentleman.
Nino is hilarious, bro. He has me. I had to get off the phone because Uncle Nino is cracking jokes. We have a mutual friend, and he's like, "Yeah, John's not doing good." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "What do you mean he's not doing good?" He's like grabbing his nose, Uncle Nino. I'm like, "What the fuck? You itching your nose?" He's like, "No, John, he's not feeling well." And he's like rubbing his nose. I'm like, "What?" He's like, "The blood. He does too much blow." I'm like, "Oh my god." In the middle of freaking CVS, he's telling me stories about blow and this and that.
Yeah, he's nuts, that guy. He is.
Yeah, I love Uncle Nino. I want to get him on the show, but he wants to charge me to come on the show. Because he
didn't. He said he wanted to charge you?
No. But he goes on the internet and he gets money. You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
so he's telling me he gets paid to do shows.
He thinks he's an entertainer now.
And he thinks that, so he's telling me, he's like, "Look, here's what we do. You get like 100 pictures of me, you know what I mean? I'll autograph them to your people, and we could sell them for like $10 an autograph." Like, this is how he thinks, Uncle Nino. I'm like, I don't know, maybe. And then I'm thinking, like, I would love to have him on the show. But how am I going to get him on the show? What are we going to talk about? FBI? IBS? What are we going to talk about? Because he's got a lot of
he don't want to hear that. I don't even know who he is.
What's up, Drew? Yeah, the thing is, he'll come on. He just needs a bottle of wine. That's it. A bottle of wine, he's good to go. Drew, what up, man? You're coming in late. We got to hit the road, though.
Drew, we got to get together one day, too, bro. Hit me up.
We got to get together, and we need you to put lunch on your expense account. Listen to this, Drew, real quick, okay? I get a gallon of paint, okay? Aura from Shamrock. I didn't get it. My mom goes. She wants a color called Love Story. They mix Love Affair. completely different color. She's in tears because it cost $100.
Okay, but that's their fault. They didn't fix the problem.
What they did wrong was, I was gonna call you, Drew, but I just figured, because let me tell you how it mushroomed out of control. So I go back because now she doesn't want to go in, and I'm like, look, I'm not gonna argue with you guys, but you didn't show. If normally what this I like them to do when I was running the paint section was I show the customer the color. That way, but because they'll walk out and come back and say you mixed the wrong color. Then what are you going to do? Gallons used to be $60 a gallon, $70 a gallon. So I would make sure that the customer is happy with the color before they leave. So anyway, it doesn't happen. I go back and I'm going to use a $100 gift card that I gave to my mom for Christmas. Go in there. They mix the right color. I take the gift card out of the packaging. It's a brand new gift card with $100. And how I knew, because it had so anyway, regardless, I give him the gift card. The guy, he's like 80 years old. He has no idea what he's doing. Okay?
Like how to use the gift card, run it through the machine and everything?
So what happens is he makes a mistake. Then he tries to put the money back onto the gift card. Now there's only $9 on the gift card. I had to pay with my debit card. So one gallon that I wanted 1 gallon cost me $270 basically.
But wait, they didn't at least give you like a store credit for the...
No, nothing.
That's crazy.
Nothing.
But that's your fault. I wouldn't have left the store until I got that problem fixed.
Yeah, because
You're too nice.
Because I didn't want to go in there. A young kid mixed it.
And then get the kid fired or something.
I know Pete, the owner. He hurt his back, so he's been out, Pete. Because I asked for him. He would have took care of it.
100%.
But I didn't want the kid, it's $90 for the gallon. I don't want the kid to be getting in trouble or whatever and blame it on him. So I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'll pay with a gift card. Wind up was, And now I got to fight with the Visa vanilla card that I got. Because normally when you put something back on a credit card, it doesn't go right back.
Till the next day sometimes.
Right. Yeah. So I couldn't use the card at that point. So I had to, but the paint prices, but needless to say, the color got painted and it was good. So.
Well, that's good. At least it worked out.
But, believe me, Deuce 5, cursing and screaming in there, going crazy. Seriously.
Oh, you went crazy in there.
Yeah, I was just going nuts because it was I dealt with paint before. He's, we have to eat certain shit like that. You know what I mean? But it's
I've seen them mess up paint in there.
Goes in there. The problem is when a woman goes in there, women don't really, you're dealing in a paint store, they're not, shit happens, So I just didn't like that whole thing. The whole policy of
I'm just surprised he didn't take the can of paint like they do in the other location and just throw it on a shelf somewhere where nobody sees it, because that's what they do. They mess up colors all the time and just take the can of paint and hide it somewhere in there. All the people that worked in his places. So I'm surprised the guy didn't just take the thing and just give you the right color or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or
you know what I would have been happy with if he would have gave me all right, pay for this gallon. I'll give you a gift card so you could come back again and get another gallon.
Yeah, next time you need something, I'll give you some brushes.
That way I could only spend the money in his joint. You know what I mean? If he gave me $100 cash back, well, that's one thing. But if he gave me a gift card and said, yo, you come back, you got a $90 credit when you come back in, because technically, if he gives me a $90 credit, it's not costing Shamrock $90. That gallon is costing maybe $50, $60.
Yeah.
I know the markup on paint. I don't know what it is anymore. But Aura is one of those price protected things where they can't sell it below
Yeah,
a
Aura
certain-
was the high end paint.
right. So yeah, it's just misinformation of, like, and that's why if you go to Home Depot, they'll take it back. You know what I mean? Like Home Depot's like, okay, you got a problem with it, boom. But when you go to these independent guys,
That's what it
sometimes
is.
you give a little bit of a hard time.
Not a big
And,
company like Home Depot could eat the loss more than him, I guess.
right.
But Pete
The
could eat the
problem-
loss because he's got money, Pete.
The problem, Deuce 5, with the F ups is that we used to have people come into the store where I work. They get gallons mixed and they wouldn't take the gallons because they knew we had a $10 rack where if it would be put on that rack for $10. They
Yeah.
come in the next day or two, they could get that paint for $10. So you got to watch out for scams and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, they did that, and even like in Shamrock, they would have all paints. I guess that were just messed up or whatever.
Well, that's
wrong
where I
colors.
went, Shamrock.
Yeah,
Yeah, broke. Yeah, exactly. Pete could handle it. Yeah, right. But they were
oh,
telling
we could
me,
definitely eat it without a doubt.
yeah, they were telling me that Pete. Thank you, Cletus. Thank you, buddy, for the super sticker. They were saying that he had surgery on his back and he's going to be out for a couple of weeks. Because I know who Pete is. I
Mhm.
used to go to dinner with Pete. Because we were, like we were so close to each other selling the same paint. I mean, whatever. The sales rep used to
Yeah,
take
he was
us
a nice guy, Pete. I knew him for a little while.
Pete's a good guy. I mean, Pete definitely would have helped me. The people that were in there, one young kid and a guy that's 80 years old, $100 gift card, had $8 on it. I'm like, bro, you should have never put the money back on it. Just
Yeah, I
doesn't
can't
work.
even believe that, bro.
So I had to pay with a credit, I had to pay with my debit card. So $270.
That's
But
insane.
the Aura is a superior paint. It just
Oh, it's
is.
one coat. That's it. It goes right
Just
on.
the 2 coats, but it came out really nice. And my mom's happy, so
Well, that's good.
but she's in tears because $90 a gallon, forget about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you everyone. Cletus, all you guys. Yeah, I know. They said Nasheed's his rep, Drew. I asked him. I didn't want to, Nasheed would have took care of it for me too, but I rather wait for when, I need something. $90 is not a lot, when
Well, as long as they know they have it on record that they messed up something that you owe the credit in there.
right. So yeah, I swear to God I was gonna call you, Drew, but I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to like bother you on some shit like that. Just let me go in, get the shit, and then it just turned into so much more. But I want to ask Drew, because I'm painting the house room by room, where I should go to get the paint. Should I go back to Pete, or maybe I don't know, maybe a spot?
Maybe Drew could help you out with that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what Drew might tell me, like, go to
Paint
this
guy right there.
whatever. That way, he might have it in with the guy. Not
Mhm.
that I want the paint for free, but if there's an issue, that's his guy or whatever. He'll take care of it. So, yes, Rossi. That's what I was thinking on Highland Boulevard, right? Yeah. You only use Ralph Lauren paint? Well, you're definitely uppity.
That is good, that paint. They got that sand paint. I like.
Yeah,
It's like
it's way-
sandpaper.
Yeah. But honestly, I think the Aura is like, if you
It's the
when
best.
you come over, you'll see it. It's like, because it's a darker color.
hmm
And what's good about the Aura is it dries in an hour. Normal paint, you got to wait 3-4 hours.
I feel like it don't run as much like when you paint and it goes on a little more thick.
Yeah, I like the Aura matte. It's washable flat.
Yeah.
It's
I usually
The-
get eggshell for the walls.
yeah. I used to get eggshell too, but you know what? Some of my
Drew
walls
said
in
call
the
him
house,
when you get a chance.
some of my walls in my house, obviously, as you know, there's patchwork done.
Yeah. Oh, you just got to do a little sanding, and that's it.
Little sanding or whatever. The
Minor
matte
crack.
is a little better.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the matte definitely does because it doesn't have that gloss on it.
Yep. So we did the wall with the aura, and then we did the ceiling with Ben Flat, which is like a lower grade.
Yeah.
And I got to be honest with you, because it was a lighter color, but it really needed 2 coats. Whereas the paint on the wall, if I would have went with something less than aura, it would have been 4 coats, because it was a 4B color.
You were going over a dark color?
I was going over a dark color with a dark color, but 2 completely different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody loved the Regal. They're getting rid of that. The Regal Classic's almost out.
Oh, Regal, yeah.
Yeah. Regal Select's good too, but Aura, it's quick return to service. You could,
With
that's
something like paint, you got to get quality because it'll last you longer. You might as well just put the little extra dollars into the can of paint and get better quality,
right. But what happens if that person gets sick of a color every 6 months?
Well, yeah, that's
paint every 6 months. Then it's like, well, wait a minute now.
if you got money like that,
And well, that's the thing. I worked in the paint business for 20 years. So it was like, hey, Joey, get me this, get me that. Everything was on the arm.
Yeah.
Now you're paying. It's hard to,
Well, yeah, it's different now. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have the hookup like you used to have.
Now
you paint yourself? You paint the house yourself?
No.
Oh.
I'm my mother's landlord. So that's the other thing about it.
Also, that all comes. You got to take care of all that.
Take care of all that. Like, for example, she has a stove down there. She broke the handle to the oven.
Oh, that sucks.
Can't find a replacement. So she's looking for a new oven.
Well, sometimes it's hard on the older models to find the pieces. You know what I mean?
I got a vice grip. I unscrewed it, tightened it up, put the vice grip on the thing, the oven. There you go. There's your handle on and off.
You got to be careful with that because with the handle, you could get a leak, a gas leak in the handle. That's one thing you got to be very careful with.
But it's the oven. It's not the burners.
Oh, it's the oven part. Okay.
It's the oven part, and she's been turning it on and off with that. But you can't find the knob. The cheapest oven is like $600-700, a 30-inch one. I'm like, shit. My mom doesn't. She bakes. That's the problem.
Yeah.
She bakes apple pies and stuff like that. I'm like, but you don't use it that often. So
I got to get a new oven myself right now. I'm sick of this one. I want to get all stainless steel stuff in here. Fridge, oven, the freaking microwave that's above the stove and all that. I got to change that.
I don't have stainless, but I had it. You got to be careful with the stainless for fingerprints. That's the only thing.
It's annoying. Right now, all my appliances are white. I don't like it. I'm sick of it.
Yeah. Mine or forget about it. I need new stuff too. Everybody does.
Yeah.
Because, you watch like these shows or whatever, and you're like, damn.
But cooking shows, like, damn it. I wish I had that stove so I could cook like that right now.
Yeah. New refrigerator, new this, new that. But all right, man. You guys have a good one. Cletus, all you guys. Drew, I'll hit you up.
Take care, everybody. Joe, thank you for having me on, man.
Remember, no meat tomorrow. Okay? I got chicken in there. I got it.
Well, tomorrow's Good Friday or whatever.
Well, it's Lent.
So, I don't even know. I'm Catholic. I don't even pay attention anymore.
No, it's never a Good Friday when you can't eat meat.
Yeah.
It's a bad Friday. No, but it's
So some macaroni, some ziti.
Yeah. Like you're supposed to fast. I'm like, yeah, okay. God said that. Okay.
He'll eat that plate fast.
Because I'm not going a whole day without eating. I'll tell you that much. Or I got to eat a pretzel or something, a tortilla.
You'll be strangling people by the end of the day.
Exactly. You want to see me pissed off? Forget about it.
Get him on a stream with no food in his belly.
Yeah. You want to talk about beefs and pulling up? Forget about it. That all goes out the window when Joey doesn't have his snacks. So remember that shit. But thank you guys, man.
No doubt, bro.
I'll talk to you later. Drew, I'll hit you up later, bro. Thanks, man.
I'll hit you up
Have a
later.
good one.
Take
Peace.
care, everybody. Peace.
Ding, ding.